drugs, we gone to the dogs, we eating the bread the devil need. So now from crime there's no vacation, chaos and disorder no prevail. Blatant extortion, home invasions, we no longer safe in our own jail. We going nowhere, absolutely nowhere. For godly reverence, man has no fear. Some preying on child, nasty pedophiles, and some hiding behind the cash. Weird and kinky sex of every context, as biblical truth they try to bash. Vice and fornication, but how long will that last? We going nowhere fast. Check the book of Revelation, seems the tide on cast. We going nowhere fast.
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM. That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
Going on in America that no one wants to clean up the mess. Everyone wants to shift responsibility to the White House and the presidency. But you know what they do ain't right at all. The house leaning, I hope it don't fall. Every day is a party, an expensive townhouse party. When they finish party, they leave the garbage and gone. And anything they think about, they blame Obama. Anything come out their mouth, they blame Obama. If a dog pee on the lawn, they blame Obama. If the neighbor house on fire, they got light in the water, but they blame Obama. Yes, all them stores you see closed down, they blame Obama for that.
Impacts on marine ecology, drainage, and climate resilience. It notes key safeguards were strengthened, including expanding the coastal setback from about 3 meters to 30 meters, along with added vegetation buffers. The authority says measures are also in place to manage runoff, protect coral reefs, and safeguard sea turtles, including restrictions during nesting periods. It adds that approval is only the first step, with ongoing monitoring and enforcement to ensure compliance. The EMA maintains the project supports sustainable development while protecting the environment. And in Tobago, a Tobago man has died following what is described as a freak accident in Bagatelle Number 1. The man has been identified as Dirk John. Reports indicate the incident occurred shortly before 6 a.m. on Monday while he was on his way to work. Initial information suggests that the victim was seated on a concrete wall when he reportedly suffered a seizure, causing him to fall into a nearby drain. He sustained severe injuries, including a broken neck, and was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigations are continuing. And in more news, the Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation is warning the public about fake text messages circulating that claim to offer payment options for fixed penalty notices. In a public notice, the ministry says the messages, which included links for payment, did not originate from the ministry and are not connected to the licensing authority. Officials are urging members of the public to ignore these messages and avoid clicking on any links or sharing personal or financial information. The ministry is reminding citizens to rely only on its official communication channels for accurate information on paying fixed penalty notices and accessing related services. It also thanked the public for its continued vigilance and cooperation. And in some sport now, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force seized the advantage in their West Indies Championship playoff, posting 333 all out before reducing Barbados' pride to 262 for 9 at stumps. After winning the toss and electing to bat, Red Force relied on a patient 93 from Cephas Cooper, while steady 70 from Captain Joshua Da Silva and contributions from Terence Hines and Amir Jangu. In reply, Barbados faltered early, losing skipper Craig Brathwaite for a duck, while Joshua Bishop remained unbeaten on 79. However, wickets continued to tumble, with Anderson Phillips starring for Red Force with 4 for 51. Barbados closed the day still 71 runs behind, with just 1 wicket in hand, leaving Red Force firmly in control heading into the next session. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Vermala Balkaran. Good morning, Vermala, and happy Tuesday.
Carrie, happy Tuesday. How are you today?
I am good. I'm better than yesterday. I'm in better shape, but only slightly.
Yeah, I feel like we just needed a little extra rest, and now we are good to go.
No, I'm a little better to go. I'm not good to go yet.
Okay, hopefully by tomorrow you'll be 100% better.
Hopefully, but you know we have to get over that midweek hump, as they say.
Absolutely. Also, Carrie, did you know that today
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
This is about creating opportunity through responsible management and citizen participation in national wealth. We are targeting US $3 billion in new investment within the next few years in energy, in construction, in tourism, and the digital economy.
Music.
It's reconstruction time in Trinidad, so put your shoulder to the wheel, man, lad, move on, don't stop till you reach the top. You put a hand and I put a hand and we will see. For big and for small in no time at all, prosperity. There's no other way to do it. Show your patriotic spirit, unity. Somehow, if Trinidad ever needed you, it's now.
Culture.
The budget has goodies and some not so goodies, but that is because fairness requires that everyone plays their part.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1
This Wednesday,
FM.
May 13, Talk City 91.1 FM goes live from Tobago from 6 a.m. straight to 12 noon. We're taking you out of the studio and onto the Sister Isle, broadcasting from the beautiful Cocoa Reef Hotel. Start your morning with the Ground Report, featuring Lennox Smith, Andy Williams, and Nigel Snipes, bringing you real talk, real issues, and real voices from Tobago. Then from 9 a.m., it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, unfiltered, in-depth, and right where the action is. We'll be speaking with key decision makers and influencers shaping Tobago's future. Tourism, business development, and the real issues affecting Tobago all front and center. Live, direct, unfiltered. Don't miss it. Talk City 91.1 FM live from Tobago. This Wednesday, May 13, from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Talk that matters, where it matters. Being brought to you in part by Cocoa Reef Resort and Spa, Tobago.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Looking for fresh, high-quality eggs? Get yours from D's Fresh Eggs, your trusted source for wholesale and retail. Whether you need jumbo, large or small, we've got you covered with freshness you can taste and quality you can trust. Call now to place your order. 1-868-713-7151. D's Fresh Eggs. Fresh every day, just the way you like it.
Get ready for a powerful day of faith, healing, and renewal. Join us on Sunday, 31st May 2026 at the Center of Excellence from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. under the inspiring theme, Rise Up and Walk. Be uplifted by dynamic speakers including Archbishop Charles Jason Gordon, Dr. Dwight Merrick, Basil Strode, Deborah DeRosia, and Sean Julian. Experience prayer, praise, and transformation like never before. Tickets are available now from Eternal Light Community, Catholic Charismatic Renewal, and all prayer groups. Adults, $100, children, $50, under 12, and confirmation students. Don't miss it. Your moment to rise is now.
Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before. A brand new era of talk radio is here. When the headlines settle, when the noise dies down, there's only one place to wrap up the day. Introducing The Wrap Up, the final live talk show of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Join Kingsley and Obi as they break down the biggest stories, hottest topics, viral moments, and the conversations Trinidad and Tobago can't stop talking about. Sharp opinions, real perspectives, interactive discussion. Before your day ends, wrap it up with Kingsley and Obi on The Wrap Up. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Your afternoons just got louder on Talk City 91.1 FM. From the headlines everybody's discussing to the conversations shaping the country, Heavy Duty and David Welch are taking you under the radar. Straight talk, strong opinions, the conversations that matter. Now in its brand new drive time slot. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Politics, current affairs, trending topics, and the stories everybody's talking about. All in one place, under the radar, with Heavy Duty and David Welch. Weekdays 3 to 6, only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The ground report. The ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We must make the government work for the people rather than have the people work to keep a government in place.
Open the eyes of the blind. There's no
shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Tell me we talking about. Senator Lennox Smith, eh? Yes, yes. Go reach, go reach. Better days are coming.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
We papa. Yee-ha! I can't say we papa, he, her, and then say her. Mr. Blessing, good morning to all my drivers, maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, 7-seaters, donkey cart riders. All my drivers are pleasant good morning to you.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Not forgetting our sister Isle Atoll, Tobago. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Mother Bernie, June, all of you. Our Tobago brothers and sisters, a pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. And again, we will be, the Ground Report program and Off the Record program will be broadcast live from Tobago tomorrow morning from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. So Tobago, we look forward in seeing some of you. We have some big interviews. We'll be right there of the Cocoa Reef Hotel in Tobago. And not forgetting each and every one of you that are looking on to us on our social media platforms, yes? Whether it be Facebook, whether it be YouTube. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Whether it's Michael Joyce, whether it's Scotland, Anthony, whether it's Rick, Audrey, Redrindra, Matilda, whether it be Anne-Marie Ammon, Matilda Rhodes, Marilyn Ciceran, Pringella, Nazali and Mistalia, pleasant good morning, whether it be all your Betty. Each and every one of you that are look on to us. Farmer Kane Farmer, Pamela Palu, Krishna, Rick, Afriza D. Muhammad, Nigel Black, whether it be Don Harilal, Rinal. Good morning to each and every one of you that look on to us on our social media platforms. Dave, yes, Dave Bailey, all of you. Wendy and John. Whether it be Evangeline Powered Up, good morning to you. Jamelia Khan, my baby, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting Teacher Balmain, all of you, good morning. Video out there in Vancouver. Ravi, aka Postman.com. The Juice Woman, Mommy Juice, which is the Iron Lady. Freddie Brown, all of you. Roram Narayan, good morning. I hope all is sharing. Yes, share. Share it on all the platforms that you all have. Hey, Julie Palu, a pleasant good morning to you. Robin Noel, good morning. Abigail, how you going? Butram John, how you going, partner? Pinda, how are you, Pinda? All in sundry. East, west, north, south, central, and in Tobago. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you that are joining us here on the biggest program in Trinidad and Tobago. That's Talk program it is. On radio, right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM, The Ground Report. Yes, The Ground Report. With yours truly, Andy Williams, the pitbull of radio. That's me. The big word man, Lennox Smith. That's him. Yeah, that you all are seeing there, yeah? And on the ones and twos, Director Snipes. Director Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you.
Pleasant good morning, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Pleasant good morning to you, Lennox.
Lennox Smith. Like you're going to be in the Senate before you head out today or something? Fine, you're looking like a senator. Oh, not like you are a senator. Fine, it's just taking too long.
I hear you, my friend. I hear you, my friend. Of course, good morning to you. Good morning to you. And of course, you never could tell. You know, things happens when people speak it. So I see you speaking. So it may well manifest itself. You know, some people say, "Be careful what you ask for." Well, I think in this particular case, I think it is justifiable. But that being as it may, of course, a pleasant good morning to all and sundry, East, West, North, South, Central. In Trinidad, our friends in Tobago, yes, Tobago, we will be with you tomorrow morning from 6 o'clock at the Cocoa Reef. Yes, where we will be interviewing several shakers and movers in Tobago. And at the same time, you know, we will do our own investigations, and as we have done in the past, to bring information about the changing or the meteoric changes that would have taken place over the recent past as far as the politics is concerned. And it's only the ground report was able to predict what the outcome would have been, and continues so to do. So we will be there, and we will be, of course, giving our own assessment there. And when we return on Thursday back in studio, of course, we will continue with those analyses. But that being as it may, a pleasant good morning to those, of course, in the diaspora, as well as whatever part of the world you may be residing in at this time, and what time of the day it is. A pleasant good day to you as well. Yes, Andy, you're sounding, of course, very energetic, very energized, and at the same time, I got that sense in your voice. And I want to say I am similarly infected. So it's not you alone. All right, so we look forward to Tobago, and of course, all are invited in Tobago, of course, once we are there, to the Cocoa Reef, where you can meet with us personally, and of course, we will have, I'm sure, a wonderful exercise. You know, some people will say it's too short, but you never could tell. We may be there frequently. You never could tell. But
yes,
tomorrow is D-Day. Yeah.
Tomorrow is D-Day. I can't forget Boise Macano. A pleasant good morning to you, Malcolm X. Good morning, Faye. Good morning to Faye and Mr. Clarence. A pleasant good morning to you all. Not forgetting Mr. Pleasant good morning to Dave and Deborah. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you that look on. Big ram, all of you. Dr. Gobin, yes, Mr. Gobin, a pleasant good morning. I ain't hear from you you a while. Besides you, I haven't heard from Uncle Lenny. Lenny, how you going, my brother? How things, Lenny? Nice. Let me go. Let me find out one time from Lennox Smith. How much there yesterday?
Yeah, I think we had another one for my recollection. Perusing the media this morning, I think we would have had one. Yeah, and because it is so frequent, and because it has become, you know, almost hackneyed, commonplace, pedestrian, I try my best not to focus on the details there, but to do things like the Indians visit, the Indian foreign minister's visit, Jai Shankar, Dr. Jai Shankar, who of course have delivered a number of, he came with a number of gifts bearing, of course, potential development for Trinidad and Tobago. And while, of course, we had the obvious yesterday, certainly there were others, apart from that there's a credit line arrangement, apart from the other things that the Indian government is prepared to provide to Trinidad and Tobago. And our Prime Minister clearly is saying she will take advantage of it. And then, of course, we understand from her as well that Trinidad and Tobago will be joining the Mercosur grouping, which, of course, is a Latin America, South American grouping of countries coming together for economic, political, and other developments in their respective interests. So that is good because that market, I've always said, is so close to us, yes, yet still, only because of cultural and language, we have not been able to tap into that multi-million group of residents or citizens from Argentina in the deep south to Brazil, of course, Uruguay.
For example, right now, you're really singing far.
Peru, Brazil, Brazil, Peru, Bolivia, all these countries, including, of course, Venezuela. All these countries are there. Venezuela alone having, of course, something like 27 million people. So, of course, these larger countries are going to have a little more. And why is it that Trinidad can be filthy rich? And I've always had a problem with that kind of a myopic look over the years, and the PNM, of course, has been in office for the longest, and they ought to have broadened our horizon, but have not done so. And clearly, it behoves on this administration to expand the Trinidad and Tobago to its optimum, and I don't think optimum is the appropriate word here because it is so unlimited.
I understand. We understand. But here, what I want to find out, they say the minister double down. They say Minister Serge double down. They say murders not link. But Minister doubles down, saying his info from the ground. What says thou?
And I want to sustain the minister's position as well, in spite of the fact that the police has said, I presume from an official source, that the murders at the walkover in Mova, and that of the three murders in Belmont, they said that they are not linked. The latter would have been as a consequence of somebody resisting involvement in a gang, and as a consequence, he met his demise. One of the persons who died because it's a trial situation. Of course, in Mova it would have been a quadruple. But the fact is,
raise his volume a little bit, nice. You raise his line a little bit.
Yeah. There is a connection, and in due course we will prove it. Even though, of course, according to the report, where there's a conflict between the information that Minister Sturge would have put out, and the police now saying their investigation showed that there is no nexus. We will prove otherwise.
Well, right. So we go.
So that is doubling downs. In other words, double down means he's keeping his position.
Okay, so he keeps his position.
Yeah.
OPRA says red flag. Over 100 million landmark TT housing contract. Oh my God, what says though?
Well, that's a very, very unfortunate situation, but there's one common thread there, one common denominator, and that is the opposition seem to be very overactive in terms of their attempt to try to generate, should I say, the present administration, make them look as though they are engaged in all kinds of underhand and corrupt acts. That is what that is all about. So the more of that you could produce, they believe that the population will fall for it. So in this particular case, is a contract that is already operational, over $100 million, yes, and what they are claiming is that the land that would have been given would have been state land, and the the contractor has benefited from it because of a select tender arrangement. Nothing different to what Dr. Rowley's good friend, the owner of NH International, would have gotten. Nothing different to the Bolt arrangement in Tobago. Nothing different to so many other projects where state lands would have been used or been given to what Dr. Rowley called the 1%ers in order to develop Trinidad and Tobago and their businesses. But we have to go for the break, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
Need data on the go? Get a preloaded SIM card as low as $40, available at any store where you see the digital sign on the outside. Spot the digital sign, get a new number, preloaded with data and more. Spin to win. Win up to $750 weekly in cash. Digital customers can text the word SPIN to 8181. That's SPIN to 8181 to enter. Enter now for a chance to win cash weekly.
This May 31st, experience the rhythm, the energy, the evolution. Join us at the courtyard of the National Academy for the Performing Arts for Napa Jazz Fusion 2026, a premier event featuring the National Steel Symphony Orchestra and the National Philharmonic Orchestra, live with powerhouse performances by Dane Dunstan, Johan Chakuri, Charlotte Patterson, Leandra, Charmaine Ford, Nival Chaitlau, Christo, and Terry Lyons, all artists backed by our national orchestras, bringing you the evolution of Caribbean jazz. Early bird tickets just $400, available at the Napa box office and islandetickets.com. The most electrifying jazz event on May 31st.
At Trinity Lighting ETC Limited, we specialize in bulbs, specialty bulbs, lighting parts, and all your lighting needs. From simple replacement to hard-to-find solutions. Whether you're sourcing everyday bulbs, specialty bulbs, for unique fixtures, or essential lighting components, we offer reliable products, knowledgeable guidance, and dependable service you can trust. Standard or specialty bulbs, lighting parts and accessories, solutions for residential, commercial, or industrial needs, quality products at competitive prices. When it comes to lighting, think complete, think reliable, think Trinity Lighting ETC Limited. Visit them now at 123 Western Main Road in St. James. Call or WhatsApp 461-8620. That's 461-8620. Email them at trinityyahoo.com. That's trinity@yahoo.com. Follow them on Facebook, Trinity Lighting ETC Limited. At Trinity Lighting, we light up your life.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check. It's approximately 38 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report. As we were talking there about the OPR, Lennox Smith, because at the end of the day, the country needs to generate employment, right? The government still going through, well, the contractor, Tabata Sini paper said they're still going through the development in
the latest one, the $100 million incident, well, in all instances, the latest one is existing contract that the OPM has decided to investigate, right? But
but work had to go on. Let them do what they do.
The work continues. Of course, the downside of that is that if if the investigation would have deemed that the entire thing was illegal, if you want to call it that, or against the rules, then of course there is some criminal attachment to it, and the entire project could be rendered null and void and of no effect.
Meaning the contractor loss.
That's right.
So
That's
how
right.
manage this same OPM, the same OP, let me just get it correct. The same
the Office of
OPR,
Procurement.
right.
OPR, yes. Regulation.
Under
that's
the PNM, there was so much of red flags risen for so much of things. And not one day I could recall that I seen in the papers that the OPR this, the OPR that, they raised red flag for this, that. Not one day, you know, in 10 years, you know.
In my view, the PNM would have then be projecting a position where they will never be in office again. And so whilst they were in office, they delayed and they procrastinated, and of course they even eviscerated the procurement law. Remember that, where of course the cabinet would have been isolated from any reach of the OPR. But subsequent to that, or nearing the end of their term, there was a substantive regulator. Remember, we interviewed a regulator that was a regulator on paper. I think he has a name similar to Munilal, so I want to make the distinction. So he happened to have a name like Munilal, and we investigated, and we also interviewed him extensively. And he was complaining that he has an office with pay but no work. It is called sinecure, office with pay but no work. And there it is. He was complaining, making recommendations, and the then administration was delaying. Whilst they were engaging, of course, in what today, if that regulator had his powers at that time, would have been constant opportunities for investigations. But they engage in that, and that is so. That's part of their strategy. But I say they will not get back into office.
Thanks, Ms. Santa Cruz. That individual was Munila Lanchal, right?
Lanchan, that's right. Lanchan, yes.
Right. But Munila, again, what it is did not give him that power back then that he had was the issue of when you watch the papers today, the Guardian, and not now, since then, they have been, as the fourth pillar democracy, raising the issues front page, second page, all those various things under this government. But check back when PNM was in power under Munila Lanchal and under this new person too. Whether they raise something, whether whatever, the Guardian or mainstream media never pick up on it. What really make it important because mainstream media pick up on it now, you know? And it's all over, you know, so people know aware and people know eyelashes could raise and all that bacchanal, you know. No.
Well, in addition to having a substantive procurement regulator, because the law has been fully implemented, and but the PNM delayed and never had they had the man in suspension all the time. They had to make adjustments to the law. Remember all of that. Whilst he was in fact appointed, but he had no teeth. He was a toothless bulldog at that point in time, and he told us that in non-certain terms as well.
Boy. Oh boy, but it had teeth now, eh?
Yeah,
now.
And the PNM, of course.
Look how when the PNM makes sure it had teeth.
Sure that all of the teeth are really canine oriented. They're sharp like hell.
Yeah, but look how when the PNM makes sure it had teeth. You organize and clean out all ministries, have no money. You own thousands of contractors. You borrow billions of dollars. When it had no money, all they now get the OPR teeth.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And watch me, the $3.4 billion that they also raised, that is the subject of a OPR investigation. That that one is part of a PPP arrangement, a private-public partnership arrangement that the PNM used to optimum. As I said in Tobago, I said, of course, that the health ministry headquarters around the savannah, as well as the Greenvale. Remember that Greenvale as well was used in such a manner so as to provide resources to. Well, in that particular case, we have concluded to PNM hacks. But in this particular case, what they're doing is barely doing it for doing its sake, because the facility exists and they are trying to humbug and stymie the progress of this administration. Is clear. That is the strategy.
Nice. International Trump says ceasefire is on live support as Iran standoff deepens. United States President Donald Trump yesterday said the Iran ceasefire is on a live support after he rejected Tehran's latest proposal to end the war. Officials said the proposal include some concessions on Iran's disputed nuclear program, but Trump dismissed it as garbage. President Trump is heading back to China, but this time the Iran war raises the stakes for both sides. What says thou, Lennox Smith?
Well, yesterday we had concluded that it was speculative at best yesterday, and we said that this is what the outcome will be. The Americans are now attempting to get international support for whatever future action that they will now take by going to United Nations, because that strait is international waters, and therefore no country can claim ownership.
But look how Iran have America buckling that boy. How to go? Why Venezuela didn't have America buckling so? Iran had them to run. Let me go to United Nations like little girls, and let me go and complain. And the big mighty America now, that's how it is now. That they have Iran had them.
Well, I think there's one common thread, golden thread, in fact, that seemed to be.
We're going to block for them, or
the rational faith. No, I'm just like
Marco Rubio.
That point.
All right,
no, I'm just making the point. Just making the point
yeah, make it.
that whilst they had decapitated the substantive leadership in one failed sweep in their first strike, what they didn't cater for is that the leadership was diversified or decentralized, as we would say, and so you have the guard, that group of persons who are militant in every respect. They are so fragmented, but in charge and in charge of military assets. Clearly, that is where the Americans didn't cater for, and so they are finding themselves in all kinds of difficulty as far as treating with the Iranian. It's not just one central group, but it's a set of people with decision making, with assets, etc., that they have to confront.
Lennox Smith, for people who are listening to you right now, we don't understand all of that. That still, you have not still, whether it is three separate groups and it's one who are the gun, and the one who are the gun is the one who are all the ballistic missiles, is the one who in charge of the everything. The end of the day, that one group holding the mighty America to ransom, that is the question I ask here. That mighty
yes,
America like little chickens.
I gave you a reason for it. I understood that. That is what I was responding to.
So wait, tell me, that one of the stupid group they have enough ammunition to harm America like that?
This is what has happened because of the nature of the leadership. It has been totally fragmented, and probably they were preparing for that. So if the Ayatollah was removed, because they have that is my term, a fake Ayatollah there, who they say in the consulting, etc., because they're still projecting a theocracy, which is of course is government by religion, and these these militants are operating in their various silos, if you want to call that. They don't necessarily have to communicate, or they communicate maybe by donkey and by pigeon by now. But whatever it is, the fact is that they have control of certain assets and they are using it to their advantage. How long they would last is, of course, a different story, but certainly it cannot continue indefinitely.
Man, all of that to just for you to say American bended knees, Trump right now is being made a fool. All of that for you to just say that. Why you like to carry me up the bush wrong? You ain't see again small as a man exercising now, you know. You carry me on all kind of exercise, up the hill, down the hill, through the hill, around the hill. I mean, use a boring machine too.
But people, or everybody are not like you. They would, be people. Some people have take different stages of understanding, and therefore I thought I will be as elastic as possible.
All right. Trying to make sure the lines are open. Yes. The lines are open. Yeah, before we open the lines, here it is. Let me take that break. Let me get at these 2-3 people involved. Let's hear what's their front burner while we continue to go through the front burners right here on Talk City 91.1 FM, The Ground Report. We'll be back.
Hey, Trisha, I ain't seen in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, you know, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What is that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellows are Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real big up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email ttttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That's something too good to be true.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what's going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I'm conserving energy. I switch your LED at the stun of the AC, and I'm saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This May 31st, experience the rhythm, the energy, the evolution. Join us at the courtyard of the National Academy for the Performing Arts for Napa Jazz Fusion 2026, a premier event featuring the National Seal Symphony Orchestra and the National Philharmonic Orchestra, live with powerhouse performances by Dane Gulston, Johan Chakuri, Charlotte Patterson, Leandra, Charmaine Ford, Nival Chaitlal, Christo, and Terry Lyons, all artists backed by our national orchestras, bringing you the evolution of Caribbean jazz. Early bird tickets just $400. Available at the Napa box office and islandetickets.com. The most electrifying jazz event on May 31st.
Before the sun, before the road, the talk starts here. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Nice. Let me invite the first call. We are back. Right here on the number one program, The Ground Report. Talk City 91.1 FM. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox.
Hey, long I hear you. I'm glad you're coming, man. Put my partner in place.
Yeah.
Put my partner in place. Go ahead. America looking like the girls right now.
When America send all them boats and battleship and warship and things to block Venezuela from using the sea, everybody was happy and glad. Lennox and them was in their glory. But now Iran block the Strait of Hormuz, they balling that war crime. How hypocritical that is, boy.
Lennox, wait. Continue. Don't let him come in, you know, because you know he go come in hard defending himself, you know. You ain't gonna get time to talk after. So finish.
No.
Yeah,
I know he's a man. He's a man. When the phone cut off, he just come and say all kind of things. But he don't get nobody the chance to reply back to him.
Go ahead.
And all their next favorite caller, whether it's called himself nobody, he quoting Trump tweet. Or anything Trump tweet, he quoting that has gospel. And he not seeing all the things Iran do. The first time America attack Iran, you know the first thing they do when they attack Iran the other day? The first thing is they bomb a girls' school and kill 165 little girls. That's the first thing they do. And they just ball other people committing war crime.
Mm-hmm. Like the man don't want to answer you, boy. You waiting for you to leave? All right.
I didn't know how to answer him on air. I know that you asked him to finish, and I assume that he's finished. No, but my response is very simple. Isn't that the same man who said that it was impossible to remove Maduro? It wasn't he who said that they have hypersonic weapons that the Russians are bringing in, and the Chinese, and of course the Iranians, and of course the advice from the Cubans. Well, let me tell you something. The Cubans are under pressure from the same United States. So too, well, is a foregone conclusion with Venezuela, and so too is Iran. Right, my friend? So the case is closed as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, God. Let me take two more calls. Oh boy, what's on your old front burner this morning? Oh my gosh. Boy, I am so sorry, but you had to come and build a case stronger than that, man. Where's you go get licks? You get up when Lennox see your head kind of coming off, you don't wait, you know, you taking it off, you know, partner. You really say about the man really say about hypersonic missiles. Can't move through Maduro. The man say Russia and America.
Lennox save it and wait for him, you know.
I don't know what you want to lead the man to the slaughter for. You're a wicked man. And you lead the man to the slaughter.
All right, well, Raj go tell you from Orlando. Oh, Trump, America looking like a fool right now. Go ahead, Raj.
Lennox and Andy and Snipe, let me say something. You see, Kamala Bissessar is a very intelligent woman. What she does, she hires smart people who are even smarter than her to do business. Okay? But when you have leaders who hire yes people that all you want and come out and say, I am smarter than the admiral and the general, right? You never join the army, you run away from the army, you hide, you make all kind of excuse not to join the children, never join nobody, never join the military, serve for the country. But you are smarter than the army, and you are a yes man around it. That is what you get. Because if you come out and say, you know what, Iran, the bull is full, the bull going to have young one, everyone and then about, yes sir, the bull is full. Instead of someone say, hey, Mr. President, bull will make young, you know, is it maybe the female or the male? This man, you have to say yes, and that's the problem. The problem we have there, the problem is you cannot hire everybody who agree with you. You will not get nothing done. Like a cricket team, if everybody ball yes, captain, and the captain doing garbage, and ball yes, so instead of the bowler come and say, no, I won't if he said this way.
Where's the moral of that whole story there that America
the moral
right now?
Of the story is, no, listen, the moral of the story. The moral of the story I'm telling you is, when you do not listen to people and the people who knows the area, knows the terrain, know the hills and how long it got to. That's why the last 8 presidents or 4 presidents never attacked, because they know the difficulty in getting to that country. They know, you already said it a year ago, you kill out or you mash up everything and the people them and they don't have any They cannot come up with a bomb in the next 10 years. Why are you going to go and blow up the country again and get into yourself and make the whole world, not just America or Trinidad, the whole world is suffering because of one man? Why? The people are telling you that
So technically America
own.
is losing the war. So technically America is losing the war.
We're not losing, but we're not winning. We're not losing. But if you want to say we lose it, we are losing the economy. The world is going on the downtrend. We are paying $4 or $50 or $5-6 a gallon for gas. We don't allow that in America. That's too much. The people are suffering. The poor people who are not working can't drive to work. People are trying to get 4 days or 3 days to work. They pay, and a man will call you from overseas, and he's foreign. You just tell you a set of rubbish and a set of lie. Because he's a mini-me.
The Trinidadian American who they support Trump.
The foreign news guy who was calling. He's a mini-me. Listen, I am no yes man to nobody. You know. I'm telling you, I am an independent voter. I think for myself.
All right.
I work for my money and I pay my taxes, just like it. I like Kamala because she have people. If Kamala die tomorrow, it have people who will run her agenda because she's putting people there to do the job.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, we know we're running to the news, and it's that time now. So Trinidad and Tobago, we go for that 7 o'clock news and come back right here on Talk City. That TTT news, eh?
Good morning. This is your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Minister of Culture and Community Development, Michelle Benjamin, said the decision to rename the National Carnival Commission is still before the cabinet. Speaking to members of the media following the official launch of Napa Jazz Fusion 2026 on Monday, the minister said the recommendation was made by Carnival stakeholders during the Blueprint of Carnival public consultations.
That matter is still before cabinet, so I can't make any pronouncement because that is a cabinet decision. It's not my decision alone, but yes, consultation did happen. And as you will appreciate, we do have other festivals, and that was actually one of the recommendations that came out of the consultations, and all of that information would be made public information. We would put it out in the public domain, but that is before cabinet. And
the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission continues efforts to strengthen internal communication with members of its board and senior executive team, engaging staff during a series of meet and greet visits across East and Southeast Trinidad. Led by the chairman, Anil Kamal, and general manager, Ian Ramratan, the team began the exercise last week at the Commission's Tumpuna Road facility in Arima, interacting with field crews before they headed out. The walkthrough continued at customer service centers in Arima, Sangre Grande, and Rio Claro, marking the 4th such engagement for the year, following earlier visits to 11 locations nationwide. During the sessions, executive also met with representatives from key unions, gaining insight into daily operations while reinforcing commitments to safety, training, and service delivery. As TNTech celebrates its 80th anniversary, the leadership also recognized the contributions of past and present employees. Mr. Ramratan says the initiative is about fostering open dialogue and strengthening the organization's culture as it works to better serve the public. The team is expected to continue the visits in Tobago and additional central divisions in the coming weeks. In other news, the Ministry of Health has categorized a memo being circulated regarding the temporary closure of schools as fake news. In a media release, the ministry is urging the public not to share or disseminate the inaccurate information in the fake memo. For verified and official updates, the ministry said persons are advised to visit the ministry's official website and social media platforms. In some sport news now, the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association is mourning the loss of former footballer Randy Ramcharan, who died Saturday while playing in the Edinburgh 500 Masters football tournament. He was 45 years old. Randy Ramcharan, a midfielder, was widely celebrated as one of the standout players from St. Augustine Secondary School's renowned Green Machine program and remained active in the sport with the St. Augustine Old Boys up to his passing. During his club career, he represented Caledonia AIA, Docks Kelwalas, and the Harlem Strikers in the Central Football Association Premier Division. The TTFA, on behalf of President Kieran Edwards and the Executive Committee, extended condolences to Ramcharan's family, friends, former teammates, and schoolmates at this time. And that's what's making the news at this time. When we return, it's hour number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
This is about creating opportunity through responsible management and citizen participation in national wealth. We are targeting US $3 billion in new investment within the next few years in energy, in construction, in tourism, and the digital economy.
Music.
It's reconstruction time in Trinidad, so put your shoulder to the wheel, man, lad, move on, don't stop till you reach the top. You put a hand and I put a hand and we for big and for small in no time at all. Prosperity, there's no other way to do it. Show your patriotic spirit, unity, somehow. If Trinidad ever needed you, is now.
Culture.
The budget has goodies and some not so goodies, but that is because fairness requires that everyone plays their part.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
At Sagicor, our story was built by people, neighbors helping neighbors, standing side by side with those who trust us to protect what matters most and help build our communities, being there when needed most. Across borders, across generations, still growing, still giving, still just getting started. After 185 years, Sagicor.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back. Time check, it's approximately 6 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. And don't forget tomorrow morning, please God, the Ground Report, including Off the Record with Stefan and Mr. X. The both programs will be broadcast live from Tobago tomorrow morning, please God. Live from the Coco Reef Hotel or Coco Reef Resort in Tobago.
Look forward to it, Tobago. Look forward to it. We will be there in person, physically, yes. And we intend to, of course, have a wonderful time and a good exchange. Usually very interactive, but we expect a live audience as well. I know that some of our folks that have remained dormant in recent times, I'm sure that they will be there, such as Silver Fox and etc. I'm sure that they're planning to be there. Yeah.
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. What's your contribution in the number one program, the Ground Report? What's supposed to make news that not making news? What you disagree with that you want to make, what you find wrong that you want to put right? Whether it's I, my co-host, or the 1% media. Or...
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, Andy. Good morning.
Hey, you come back.
Come back.
Morning.
Yeah,
morning, man.
You
come back. Already.
Lennox say they don't have no weapons in Venezuela. That is why they fight. But they never engage in attacking Venezuela. They send a raid and they take Maduro and they gun and they bust out with all the ship and thing. So Venezuela get a chance to retaliate. Venezuela ain't going to America to shoot nobody, you know. It's America that's coming the country to kill people. But Venezuela get a chance to retaliate, so he could not know they have all the weapons there. Why they go and take it? And Delcy want to take Pisa Guyana. Trump organized it to do that, and Trump running the country, is he organized that then? To take a piece of Guyana? If these people, Lennox, you have to educate yourself in wool matters, partner.
Let her not do what Trump say. Let her not have elections when they expect it, and you will see something.
Venezuela will have the elections when they're going to have the elections. But America can't tell them when to have elections. They will have the elections when they need to do it. And they'll still win again. Because
that's your thinking? That's your thinking? You serious? You really serious? Come on, man.
Hey, let one person talk and then you go talk. Don't try to cut across.
Well, Andy leaving you there, and then when you're gone, he's saying how I wait until you're gone. So I'm making sure that your presence is existential.
My point, then you could respond to my point and never respond to you. Don't just cut
you directed the show now, not Andy. Which one of all directed the show? Tell me, Andy or you? Because Andy tell me one thing, now you tell me something else. Let me hear.
Yeah, but you wait till I talk and then you talk. You don't cut across and try to change the conversation. Right, bad manners.
Andy told me earlier that you gone and I waited for you to go. So I'm saying I want to talk to you in your presence.
Why are you waiting for me? Let me make my point and then you reply to my point. Don't just cut across and try to change the conversation.
Make your point again. Make your point again.
So we're saying is Trump will telling Delcy to take over part of Guyana. If you say Trump running the country, you know it have people before Maduro leave. He armed the whole country, all the champions, all the little collective all over. He armed the whole country. Why you think them are going there? Because the whole country go fight them. And also, how much oil they get, except for the boats and the seas that was out on the water, and they take that oil. How much of the oil they get? They getting oil still from Venezuela? They're getting none. So I don't understand why you're trying to push that propaganda about Trump running Venezuela. Delcy Rodriguez in charge.
So you don't know the Americans getting all the oil? So you don't know that? You don't know that Exxon and Chevron are inside of there getting all the oil? Not even China could make a quiver, or Russia? You don't know that? Nah, boy. And you're telling me that they didn't disable the defense mechanism of Venezuela, but helicopters were able to go in, get as far as the castle that was supposed to be heavily armed and protected, get Maduro, stay some time, watch through probably some of his pictures and so on, and then get him out of there and fly him to America. You don't know that? And you don't know that clearly shows that is no way that could have happened if what you are saying is a reality? Come on.
Oh, boy. Go ahead, next caller. Boy, you getting ripped up like Chili BB there, boy. The man say America not controlling Venezuela oil, yes? Well, I had to back off there, no. Lennox had to take rule, I out at that. Every time he go down that road, and when he say to Trump can't tell Delcy when to call elections. I said, nah, boy. I say, Andy, stay out of that, yes? Let Lennox do what you have to do. Go ahead, caller.
Totally battered and beaten and then talking about you have some kind of power. Good morning. Go ahead, caller. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Gentlemen, so early there's allowed free call from sentence.
You make me laugh.
Something really... Something
that laughter is an agreement. But go ahead.
No, I tell you, I hear things that, let me tell you something. I could guarantee you, and like I said before, I would buy for 1 year free gas for anybody who challenged me that once an election calls in Venezuela, Delcy would never ever be the president. She would lose election for anybody go up against she going to lose election. And anybody want to challenge me, and an election is called, and Delcy win, I buying free gas for them for an entire year. Just put up the challenge and make it legal. But I go have my demands to it. But once you decide to make the challenge, and we could go with that. Secondly, Andy, I want one favor done with you guys. You see that early morning introduction to the show, where first thing we just hear is, "I'm not closing down Petrotrin. I'm not closing down Petrotrin." Please, Ole, we had enough of hearing that nasty duncy headman voice. And if Ole could edit out that part of the program and start it with something more pleasant. Every morning getting up and we hearing, "Well, we're not closing down Petrotrin." And then the next one goes, all. We had how many years of that here, not on the morning program. And if Ole could edit that now and put on something different so that, we, down to the last bit of history, we will remember this closing down Petrotrin. And last point, Andy, I want you to be very watchful of Lennox tomorrow when Ole go to that place. Because the name of that hotel, Coco Reef, Lennox will get excited. So you just keep a good eye on him and tell him Coco Reef is the place where you don't want to go and share Coco. So just make sure and monitor. And remember, I gave already mark yesterday, the 7 line 34 play first. All right. So.
Yeah, boy.
Yes. All right. We will look forward to that.
Right.
Hey, well, you're done
on.
You're done on. So let me start the next segment. That segment one time before you go. It's
we'll have to say some. Continue momentarily. And
we gotta continue.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So we can go for that max one time. Or we can take it and all by time, Lennox, me and you.
All right. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Right, so what's your mark for today?
My mark for today is 9 line. 36 is the mark I pick out on the 9 line. So 9 line gonna be 9, 18, 27, 36. And we playing 36 this morning. So jam the 9 line and money in your pocket again. Take care, fellas. Enjoy yourself.
So he's 36.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you only could call on my side, but meanwhile, give me that mark. What's your mark? You all win the 36 yesterday, eh? The 24 yesterday. Joy Tram say yes. I told you 15. Oh boy.
All right. We will find out. Momentarily. But call in the meantime and give us your view, your mark for today, and why.
So let me give you the numbers.
Yeah.
You can call right here on this side. All right, let me take it here one time. Go ahead, caller. What's your mark for today? Thanks to NLC, the company that loves to give money.
My mark for today was supposed to be 36, but Mr. Barako sent it out already, so I'll go with 9, play 9. And
because he said 9 line. He said 9 line.
Yeah.
So you play 9.
Tell Lennox don't deal with the with this deportee man. That man look like he was deported, like why you hate America.
All right.
Cattle, 9 cattle.
Cattle, so that is 9 line because I think he say 36 is a 9.
Cattle.
He said 36 is a 9. 9 is a 9. 8 and 1 is where is this 9 boy? Oh, 18. 18 is a 9. But you know long only 21 play with his mouth. That play this week here already. So I find like Ole playing the pitbull at all. Dog! It's time that dog come back, All that police, all that killing, all that woman. Dog! That 20 had to come.
Andy, but I'm very impressed with the way that you have been able to assimilate that capiche, the way you talk about 9 and how you get 9 and in different ways and so on. You're taking this thing to hard, boy.
Yeah. They say 27 is a 9 too. You know what hurting me? I only ever win once because I always never get the time to go to do it. And then when people win, I asking them to just meet them, so put a face, a face to the voice. And they don't want to meet me. Especially who win for $100, $200 and get all the balls and all kind of thing. They just don't want to meet the pitbull. I don't know why.
Well, maybe they may have a conscience a conscience prick. You know, prick is a English word.
Yeah.
We would just call chook, right?
Yeah.
So a conscience prick, and they may have to, of course, dip their hand in their wallet or their pocket. So they prefer not to meet.
When they dip in their hand in that wallet, they to go to win remark and them they should get a pick. Oh, sir. Ole, come on. I say my mark, all right, because he said the 9 line, eh? My boy said the 9 line. So the 9 line, somebody
We need 2 more?
Yeah, 2 more.
Okay.
We have so far 36. We have this fella, what you tell me?
9.
9. He said 9
Yeah,
direct.
9. Cattle. Yeah.
Cattle.
Yeah. All right, so 36 donkey, and of course 9 cattle. All right, so we can revert to normal, Andy.
Yeah, so they only call 6224911, 6224911. Make sure call that too. What's your mark
give
for
us
today?
what transpired yesterday, yes.
Give us by the meanwhile, Snipes, what transpired yesterday. We already have 2 marks in the bag already. Eh? Hold on, Snipes, don't say it yet. Let me get the next one. Morning caller. Mark number 3. What's your mark for today?
Andy Williams, good morning to you, and good morning to Lennox Smith, and good morning to Nigel Sniper.
Yeah.
My mark for today is 26, sir.
26.
My mark is 26 today.
Yeah.
All right, 26. All the backgrounds loud. All they playing for everybody.
Yeah, so 36, 9, and 26.
36.
Yeah, 9. And 26, yes. It's just foul.
So we're looking for one more mark.
Donkey, cattle, and notice all our animals, Andy. Would you base your capiche against that?
All our animals so far? Ah, boy, you say 20. I feel like going with 20 dog or what? I find them play the pit bull long time now. People winning on the dog and bite yet? Ah, boy. They say 18 is a 9, eh?
One more.
Go ahead, Olio. Who calling now? Give me one more mark. But by the meanwhile, we're waiting for that one more call. Snipes, we already know that Bopo gave us yesterday. The 24, he called on already. Beat the trumpet. He put money in people's pocket. What played yesterday? What was our marks? Let's hear.
Well, yesterday we had Morocco 25, 7 hog, 31 parson wife, and 17 pigeon. At 10:30, the number 34 played, followed by 33, followed by 15, and the final winning mark for the day was 21. Your capiche yesterday was the number 24. None of our marks played that we documented.
But Barpo said, man, boy. Where is that? What Barpo go do, man? The man say we win a mark there, man. I know going to organize a change.
He probably did give more than one mark, and we did not. And the one we recorded wasn't the one.
It was not the one that came. All right.
Oh. Well, all right,
so we have one more. Yeah. Courtesy, of course, NLCB, National Lottery Board, of course, the company that loves to give money. Once you make your investment, you must have a ticket in order to get a chance.
Yes. So come on, Trinidad and Tobago, one more. So far we have 9. We have 36. We have 20. What's your mark was? 24?
Yeah, 24.
We have 24.
No, 26, sorry.
Oh,
foul.
26.
26. Yeah,
foul.
Yeah.
Because you say it's only animals this today.
Yeah, only animals so far.
Where's the other animal besides dog? Where's the animal besides a dog, Snipe?
3. You have 7, you have hog, you have 11, yeah.
Koi, all that.
Oh.
Little snake, fish. I mean, quite a bird.
Animal might play today in shooting. Well, all right, Micah pitch today go be the dog.
Bobo.
Not we boy 11 go to 2, but I will take dog today.
Right.
Oh yes.
So
he said the 7-line display on a Monday. That is what Baraport tell me. The 7-line display on a Monday. Yesterday, what played yesterday? Any 7-line? They said the 7-line go be like the 7-line go be like 7. The 7-line go be like 16. The 7-line go be like 20, 24, yeah, 25, yeah, 25. Man, no. All right, well, come on.
How much more we need? We need
one more,
just
one
and
more.
your capiche.
Yeah.
Let's
One
take
more
one
and your
here.
capiche.
Let's take one here.
Let's take one on this side.
Hi, welcome.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Miss 14 here.
Hey.
I like my 14 this morning.
14? 1-4?
Yeah.
Okay.
You like
14?
Money, right. So that capiche
Yeah,
was great.
and I will leave my capiche to be the dog 20. But the only thing I'm missing is you see, and I hope we'll get a lanyard. You see the hog and the kobo. That is all missing. The hog and the kobo.
Well, the Mr. Mark there was 4.
But
21-4, fine for the dead.
Boy, is a serious capiche man, boy.
4 is a real good mark.
I'm just saying, extra.
Yeah, 4 is a good mark too. But we all right. But what we have? Let me go to what we have. Yes, boy.
So we have 36 donkey, 9 cattle, 26 fowl, 14 money, and your capiche today is the number 20.
Yeah. And all I go say is only because I can pick one. You see that 11 and that 7 are a hold on to it still. So that's it, Trinidad and Tobago. Right. Thanks so much. Courtesy NLCB, the company that love to give money. And so far, a lot of you have been winning a lot of money right here on the Gong Report. Susan Bootman, you like 34 girl. Like Mommy Juice, the Iron Lady. You go tell Noel and them I say a pleasant good morning to them. A&A doubles and roti. Go ahead, Snipes. Let's go for that break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Gong Report. We'll be back.
This Mother's Day, give mom something she'll truly appreciate every single day. Right now at Bright Ideas, we're bringing you massive deals across all locations. TVs from just $9.99. Twin-tub washers from $13.99. In the kitchen, fridges from $42.99 and stoves from just $16.99. Coffee makers from $125. Kettles from just $99. Blackout curtains 2 for $100. Towels 4 for $100. Bed sheets from $50. Glass sets as low as $22.99. And much more. Up to 50% off on all the flowers mom will love. Don't wait till last minute. Come through and save. If it's not on special, it's 25% off. Lighting fixtures, bedding, mats, carpets, dinnerware, tableware, and much more. You're guaranteed to save. Visit any of our Bright Ideas locations nationwide today because mom deserves more.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
This Wednesday, May 13, Talk City 91.1 FM goes live from Tobago from 6 a.m. straight to 12 noon. We're taking you out of the studio and onto the Sister Isle, broadcasting from the beautiful Cocoa Reef Hotel. Start your morning with the Ground Report, featuring Lennox Smith, Andy Williams, and Nigel Snipes, bringing you real talk, real issues, and real voices from Tobago. Then from 9 a.m., it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, unfiltered, in-depth, and right where the action is. We'll be speaking with key decision makers and influencers shaping Tobago's future. Tourism, business development, and the real issues affecting Tobago all front and center. Live, direct, unfiltered. Don't miss it.
Talk City 91.1 FM live from Tobago. This Wednesday, May 13, from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Talk that matters, where it matters. Being brought to you in part by Cocoa Reef Resort and Spa, Tobago.
Stirring up energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here. Yo, stamina energy. Stamina energy. Stamina energy is the truth to keep me pumping, baby. To keep me moving. To keep me grooving. To keep me pumping. All night and day. Energy right. So go all night. It's stamina energy that give me life.
Stamina energy. Rise to the occasion. Available now in strawberry lemonade. Only 5 calories. Pure energy.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's exactly 29 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. On the #1 radio program, talk show program in the morning, the Ground Report. Oh boy, go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you. What's your front burner this morning? What's supposed to make news that not making news? Let's hear right here on the Ground Report. Morning, caller.
Hello?
Yes, good morning to you.
Morning, go ahead, yes.
Oh my gosh, I called a radio station. I'm trying to get on to somebody. However, what I think should be making news is a theory that I've been looking into called broken windows theory. And this is where citizens of an area or country can be affected psychologically based on the state of the presentation of their community. So broken windows and so forth would diminish the mindset. It would take away the elevation standard of a person's mindset. So in taking away CPAP and so forth and having it gone for so long, I think that this, besides the idea of low income in communities, the upkeep of communities is very, very important to the psychological health of our citizens nationwide. So yeah, that should be making more news.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm. For a minute there, for a minute there, I thought it was the way that the former mayor of New York got
like
crime to be reduced considerably. Giuliani,
well,
when he had the broken window concept, where everything, anything you would be charged for.
All right, so your belief
in New York, yeah.
So your belief is the removal of CPAP, where a lot of people within that same community that used to get employment, whether it wasn't much money. You are saying that that removal depressed them or leave them in a state of not having a good mindset, including the issue of the community not being kept up cleaned as often as it used to.
Yes. Yes, so the rates and depression is definitely going to raise persons who are now unemployed and seeing a messy surrounding as well. It would cause citizens to lose hope. So
all right, but what advice, because it have a lot of government ministers listening and MPs, and they are the MPs for those various communities. What advice would you give them on that line based on what can they do? All right, the CPAP is gone, ERP is gone, forestries is gone, however it go. What advice you'll give them? Bring back one of those programs? What advice? Start a new one or what? What advice would you give them?
What I thought of, because I'm an artist as well as I'm trying to start a company that does painting, what I thought of was programs inside the community, like we make use of the community centers and places that we usually meet, get the youths outside, get people outside and get them creative again. So if it's through donations of or all volunteers who like to cut grass on a certain day, or however, some form of funds or fundraising could be allocated to that would be very good, as well as creating things like murals and sculptures and just nice things to keep the community feeling uplifted, as well as people who are inside, maybe isolated, or don't have a form of a way to express their creativity. We have programs or days that we can really meet up, because after the COVID-19 shutdown, we've had a lot of people who actually, they became so isolated, it's now like a habit. So psychologically, it has a lot to do with the health of the nation on the whole. And I think that they are very tiny but creative ways that we could help. If it's not 1, 10 people, 20 people, and so forth, because the amount of people we hear killing themselves or trying to kill somebody on a daily basis, let's get them occupied, you know?
But would you cast yourself as one of the people who are feeling very isolated now since the COVID?
I've always been an introvert. However, I'm always looking for new creative ways to get people to interact. So I would say I'm like more on the background end of making things come out. So I would have been in youth groups and so forth growing up. My mom always had me in church all the time. And it's not just about being church-based, but when it's that nice quiet time of the evening, when you finish work and all the hassle is done, just to say you can meet up with some persons to come up with creative ideas, I think that's great. I won't say I'm a victim of those circumstances, but I've met persons who feel like they don't have hope anymore, you know? So I think that's one of the ways that we could definitely help Trinidad come back to a little better life in the mind, mentally. Our nation is suffering mentally.
Oh, the nation is suffering mentally. Thanks so much. And it
No
can start.
problem
It have
at
to
all.
start somewhere, and if it starts with you, that will be very,
Yes,
very good.
yes. It's a pull for the community. We call it healing for the community. It's just something I wrote down. I called this number by mistake. I had no idea I was going to end up on radio, but I'm glad that I got to have this thought out my head. So
Well,
I appreciate it.
we'll just write down the radio station frequency is 91.1 FM, Talk City.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
and you're on the Ground Report program with Andy Williams.
Okay,
the Pitbull,
nice.
The Pitbull. Don't be frightened. Don't be frightened.
Okay, not a problem at all.
Oh, you're not frightened.
Good morning to you.
All right. And Lennox Smith is the big word man. Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes, he's the big word man. So thanks so much for making a mistake.
No
but it was a
problem
very
at
good
all.
one. Right?
It was indeed. Have a blessed time.
And
Yes?
save this number. Save the number you call, because I will want to talk to
definitely
you.
will.
Yeah. Let's see what we can do in some of them community centers that are not doing anything at all. Yeah,
Of
well, I guess
course,
some
we
kind of
will.
hope. All right. Thank you so much. Next caller. Morning.
Morning, Andy, Lennox. Yeah, director.
Good morning.
Diogo Martin inside. 2 important points.
Yes, good morning.
I was privy to listen to The Hague yesterday, the ICJ with Venezuela and Guyana, and I saw Delcy prim and proper. But you know who I missed? Her senior counsel, Stuart Young. I was hoping that he would have been on her side. So something wrong there. I saw the PNM was advising she, but they look like they're doing from the background. The other thing is, the Express and Mark Basant. He's perpetrating another email gate. He hears somebody, hears something, and hears something, and printer, I think about the agency. Mark Basama thing, we have to do the same thing. Encourage people to buy the newspaper, as Anil say, for the popu. Go and have a nice morning.
Oh boy. That's how it is on the Ground Report, man. Oh boy, I said intelligent people.
Morning, nobody here. So, Andy, the Iran situation is not a game of checkers where you have to eat all the pieces and win. It's about a game of chess where you may have to sacrifice some of your pieces in order to put the king in check. And the pieces Donald Trump is sacrificing is his opinion polls, the slightly his economy. It's doing quite fine. You know, gas prices are a little high, and a lot of friendships. Some people have exited him, but quietly they're not. But his goal, his checkmate is a few things. China is one. Deterrence to prevent them from the Taiwan invasion in 2027. Let me say that, as Xi Jinping says so. As well as Iran. You better believe the nuclear threat was a real one. I told you all, go Google 12ers. There are groups in Iran that have this belief, and they're in government, they're in power, and have this belief to bring the end of the world, they have to create a turmoil, some turmoil. And they believe they're going to do that with nuclear weapons. Right? So Donald Trump is preventing World War III quite literally, right, on two fronts. But beyond that, he is about dismantling globalization in several ways. Everything is shipped from China, right, for free, basically, across the world's oceans, because the U.S. Navy makes insurance premiums, because it's out there patrolling, makes insurance premiums nice and low to make shipping make sense. And for decades, what much of the world has depended on is Western intellectual property using slave labor in China to be shipped cheap goods across the world. And Donald Trump is saying, no, that ends here. The world is not going to ride my back anymore, especially the Europeans. He's forcing them to do something about the Strait of Hormuz. He could open it right now. He did. The Americans did it in the 80s when the Iranians did it. 400 ships were attacked over a 4-year period. The Americans reopened the strait in about a week. They can do it now. They have the technology, drones and satellites and underwater drones, but they're not going to do it. They're going to force the rest of the world to do it, right? Especially the Europeans. The other day they took a picture, some satellite pictures, and posted it saying, we know exactly where your mosquito fleet is. So Iran uses these small speedboats to attack ships and so on, right? So they say, look, we know exactly where they are. We can sink them now, we're not going to. Don't attack. But the next thing that Trump did wisely is to change the whole mission from a military mission to a humanitarian relief mission for there's about 2,000 ships stuck in the Gulf there. So if Iran attacks them, then the world is going to turn against them. This is why he went to the United Nations. That's the next thing Trump is after. So Andy asked about United Nations. Trump is about shaking up the United Nations, which he believes, and I believe too, has been captured by China. Let's see if the United Nations will do anything about Iran attacking ships in a humanitarian situation. The crews and so on, they're starving and all this kind of thing. They get no food supplies for however long, right? Let's see if Iran will do that. I'm going to start moving them out. I'll escort them. But if Iran attacks, let's see what the United Nations will do. That's what he's doing, and he's showing it to the world, right? So it's a game of chess. Don't look at it as a game of checkers. Who gruffing up and who bad and who look like they close the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is not closed one, and at the end of the day, the American blockade at the Oman Gulf is the real blockade, not the Strait of Hormuz.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out here. So, Andy, we have seen Mark Bassand, Mark has surfaced again and come to talk about somebody pay him a bribe again to drop a story. Oh my God, it's a never-ending story. Andy, but I want to ask Mark Bassand, where were you for the last 9 years, 7 months and 28 days, right? You were deaf, dumb and blind to all what the PNM was doing. I want Mark Bassand to bust a mark on Farris allegations of witness tampering with Vincent Nelson, paying him $10 million to lie on Anand Ramlugan. Now, quoting from the newspapers, what Vincent Nelson said he was paid. He was also offered perks, government presidential pardon, pays his medical bills, and it is a whole lot of things that he turned around now, decided not to be a witness against Anand Ramlogan and Gerald Ramdeen, and they have to sue them for $100 million. Right about that, Mark? Right about how Camille lied to the bank about her source of income. Where did Camille Robinson get the money from? We want to know that. And she has no shame to come and talk about David Lee must resign. You abuse You abuse your position twice in this country, and you talking about David Lee? Anyway, let's move on. We want him to do a story on the allegations of the 40 million in Venture Credit Union for Foster Cummins. Where is the police investigation in that? We want him to do an investigation into Rowley lying to the Integrity Commission about the $500,000 gift that he received from Warner. We want an investigation why Darrell Smith was not charged, Grabby Darrell Smith was not charged for sexual harassment, and they took $150,000 of our taxpayers' money to pay off the victim. Do a story on that now, Levy here, Mark, and it has so much more that you could do. And better yet, do an in-depth story as to how Balizé House was built. That would be very interesting. Rather than every time the UNC's in government, somebody always paying you to drop a story. Oh God, Mark Passant, you're losing your credibility. You're losing your credibility. Nobody believes in you anymore. You fall down on the job. You're a failure. Thanks, Andy.
Nice. You have any time check for us there, Sniper?
I don't see the time check on our logs today.
All right, man. Oh boy, well then let's continue. The people are having their say. Lennox Smith, what says thou so far?
Very, very, very interesting. And of course, one cannot fail to be impressed with the amount of knowledge that callers would have. Some may have been either displaced or maybe misinformed, but we are here to correct whatever misinformation, disinformation that one may bring to us inadvertently. I don't want to say that they are mischievous. So that the last voice note, for example, very, very elaborate and of course factual. And in fact, the latest with respect to David Lee, the Minister of Housing, who said that he is not aware and cannot be involved. Let's go to the line with respect to matters of that nature. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Stephen.
Yes.
Lennox, you was at our party, right?
Yes.
High school starts at 8 a.m. in the morning, and primary school starts at 8:30 in the morning, correct?
Repeat that for me. I hear you clear.
High school.
High school.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Start at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Raise the line a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Right. Is it possible that the word of the day should be switched with the playway segment? Because I have my kids in the vehicle going to school in the morning and they're learning about playway, right? And by the time they drop off to school, right, I learn the word of the day, which is an educational thing, right? And I endorse it. It is very good. I learn a lot from it. And I think my kids could learn something while they're on their way to school rather than they learn about playway.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Playway later on in the year when school in possession.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Wonderful. We didn't take that into consideration, and it's nice to know. And that's why I always commend the intelligence of the callers. So
that's a very
we'll
good
take
idea.
that on board.
Yeah, we will
I'm
consider
sure.
that.
Well, council will meet after the show, and we would make a decision.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it's a great idea.
Thanks very much for that observation, which we might have overlooked. So, not that, and I keep saying we calling for the kids and we calling for the schools and all of that and take on the dictionary and so on, but we never considered that it would be incongruent. It would be outside of a time when, of course, when they are in fact engaged in classes.
We could try to look at the quarter past 7 for the word of the day. But go ahead, caller. Morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, what I'm calling about is that you have a caller calling every day and saying that Trump appointing as if a yes man and Trump appointing this thing. It's very misleading. Trump do not appoint his cabinet. He nominates people to be appointed. The Senate is the one who appoints them. Right now, Trump is in nearly 2 years of his presidency, and more than half of his requests for in his cabinet position is not being appointed because the Senate is not appointing them. And a perfect example of what I'm saying, when he wanted Mark Gates to be Attorney General, the Senate refused to bring him through the process, and he had was to put Pam Bondi. You understand? And I could go on and show you these things. So when people come in and telling you that how Trump appointed yes man and Trump appointed, Trump do not appoint, he nominates and the Senate appoints. So let me give you a breakdown of how the American government system is.
So Orlando is misleading the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Orlando Rajan is misleading us.
Yes, because Trump only nominates, he cannot appoint. Okay. The Senate have to appoint, the separation of powers.
Okay. But Mr. Isn't that a technicality? Because, I mean, Trump will not have people around him that, even if the Senate appoints, that he doesn't want.
When I break it down for you, go understand it. There's 3 branches of government in America, right? The first branch, Article 1, is the executive branch, run by the president. The president is the only office holder in America that the whole country of America vote for. No other office holder, right? And he controls the executive branch, right? The second branch of government is the lawmakers. The lawmakers consist of the Senate and the House. The Senate have 100 representatives, 2 for each state in America, right? The Congress have 435 Congress people. Each, not the Congress, the House have 435 representatives. They represent a district. Some states have more districts than other states based on the population size, right? Their job is to balance the budget and make laws. They're working for $174,000 a year, but banking millions. They are the ones having balanced a budget for years. No president has balanced the budget, contrary to what Orlando said. The Senate and the Congress together, which is called the Congress, the Senate and the House, which is called the Congress, they balance the budget. They're the one that do all these things, right? Now, the Senate and let me say the Congress make term limits for the president. However, they never make term limits for themselves. Some of them serving over 40 years, they fall in on the job. Right now, that's called the old age home in Washington. So when Trump nominates somebody, the Senate is the one who have to sit down and approve them, right? And right now, Trump is almost 2 years and they're not putting in anybody.
Right. So the
third branch of government.
Go ahead, third branch.
The third branch of government is the judiciary. Their job, right? That is Article 3. Their job is to interpret laws and resolve dispute. But the judiciary from time to time, they end up making laws, right? Like what they do with the Roe versus Wade thing, the abortion thing, that was a law made up by them, and they walk it, they reverse it after. They who made up that abortion law. It was not, contrary to the media and politicians was telling it was in the a law passed and all that kind, it was the court that did it.
Right, but
it wasn't the constitution, I think.
I want to agree with you 75% of what you're saying, but the only part that to me kind of contradicting itself is that Trump at the end of the day, the nominees will come from him. So even if it is, he nominated this one, they ain't get picked. Somebody else he's going to nominate, and he will go picking his yes people.
Well, right, people, let me explain. I didn't explain that part to you now.
Yeah.
Now, they have in the Senate a gentleman thing with them. So let me say, like, Trump wanted a judge in a Democrat-run district where the senators is Democrat. They are the one who select the judge, not Trump. And Trump will just rubber stamp the approval because the Senate approve it. So basically, Trump is the president, but the senator who in a Democrat-run state could select the judge, could even select the district attorneys.
So, with the greatest deference, sorry to interject here, but the question was whether or not the understanding you came in to clarify whether or not somebody else can nominate someone that Trump did not want. Could the Senate nominate somebody that Trump did not want to be part of his cabinet?
Let me put it this way, Trump, right? It's happening right now that the district attorneys that Trump wants.
Answer.
No, well, but I was telling you, the district attorneys that Trump wants, they're not putting them through, and they put in their own district attorneys right now. It's happening.
But I'm asking you if whatever institution that has that responsibility, can they put someone, give Trump someone that he does not want?
Right.
Very simple.
They can't. Right.
Yes,
they cannot. Right. They cannot put in like the Secretary of State and them kind of thing. They can't put in that position. Trump have the utmost power to put in that. But they would not carry them through the nomination system, and Trump may have to put in somebody else that he wants. So he may not get his choice, his first choice. He could get his third choice, he could get his fourth choice.
Right, but the fact is that somebody that he wants. Not so? In other words, he must want that person. He must be able to feel comfortable with that person in order for them to be part of his cabinet. Not so.
That is okay, but sometimes because of their process.
Why you keep saying? Why you keep saying but?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Okay, because of the process. No, listen. You understand it. Because of the process, right? Trump have to put somebody that they will bring forward. If he put somebody that they would not bring forward, he would not get the choice.
They will agree with.
That they would agree with.
Agree with.
They would agree with.
It will be his people. It will be his people. Let me get clear. Will be his people. At the end of the day,
he's not getting his first choice, his second choice, his third choice. He's getting what they want.
But but where you getting is you go still get. If you can get first, you get second. If you can get second, you get third.
That's right.
If you can get third, you get fourth. If you can get fourth, you get fifth. At the end of the day, the only thing is they will try to interrupt he first choice or second choice. But at the end of the day, they see people that might understand it.
We have the same system here. We have a three-prong government or three-part government. We have the executive, of course, which is led by the prime minister and what is called the government. We have the legislature, which is the parliament. We also have the judiciary, and we have a sort of unofficial fourth pillar, which is, of course, the media.
Guys, we have a commercial break coming up. I don't understand why you keep saying that.
Because it's impossible to ask me to select for me somebody that I don't want. Because that is what he's essentially saying, which of course is
saying
impossible.
that the person who is calling keeps saying that Trump is putting in his yes man, and he so wanted to mash up that that he keeps saying, but even though we proved to him by factually prove to him that Trump is going to put who he wants.
Yeah, who he could work with. And whether people like it or not, he just put a next one that he can work with, full stop. All right, we go for the break.
Or who they will agree to.
But to suggest that they will put somebody that Trump don't want, I think that is impossible.
Guys,
in fact, it is impossible.
Our 7 a.m. newscast is now sponsored by Sagicor Wise Financial Thinking for Life. So we want to thank Sagicor so very much for coming on board with us right here inside the Ground Report.
Yes, indeed.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TN-Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact TN-Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At TN-Tech, safety is our priority. TN-Tech, the power to make it work.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This May 31st, experience the rhythm, the energy, the evolution. Join us at the courtyard of the National Academy for the Performing Arts for Napa Jazz Fusion 2026, a premier event featuring the National Seal Symphony Orchestra and the National Philharmonic Orchestra, live with powerhouse performances by Dane Guston, Johan Chakuri, Sharna Patterson, Leandra, Charmaine Ford, Nival Chaitla, Christo, and Terry Lyons, all artists backed by our national orchestras, bringing you the evolution of Caribbean jazz. Early bird tickets just $400. Available at the Napa box office and islandetickets.com. The most electrifying jazz event on May 31st.
Dad's eyes don't quit, and neither does he. Treat Dad at Value Optical with 40% off frames this Father's Day. Upgrade his vision for real life. Clear vision, all-day comfort, no interruptions. With flexible payment options from CredIQ, he can see now and pay later. Plus, win $15,000 in vouchers and luxury car rentals from Sixth Rent-A-Car and SS Mobility. Call toll-free 800-2020 or visit any Value Optical nationwide. Available until June 21st. Conditions apply. Value Optical. Expert care for you.
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Good morning. This is your TTT News update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. A search operation is underway in the bay near Goodwood after the body of an infant was reportedly spotted floating in the water on Tuesday morning. According to reports, a CPEP worker working along the beach alerted police after making the discovery. Authorities have since launched a search in the area, but rough sea conditions and poor visibility are hampering efforts as anxious relatives and residents look on. Police said the baby had been reported missing since 7:30 p.m. on Monday, prompting a frantic overnight search. In other news, as conversations continue about the impact of Republic Bank's increase in banking service fees, economist Dr. Valmiki Arjun says financial institutions should consider the broader implications for the economy and the potential erosion of public trust. Speaking on the Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show, Dr. Valmiki Arjun noted that smaller businesses would be significantly impacted by this shift.
Small businesses, higher fees accumulate rather quickly and could reduce their profits or unfortunately get passed on to consumers as higher prices. Low-income households as well could face an impact as well, because let's say a $57.50 charge. It means much more to a lower-income worker than a higher-income customer.
He added that maintaining the well-established trust in financial institutions is critical, warning that moves such as this could create perceptions of instability and drive consumers away from the sector.
What we have to keep in mind is that when a highly profitable bank raises their fees and explains it only by reference to cost without giving an idea of how much these costs are and being transparent as to if the cost is 100 million, 200 million, is there a margin as well attached to that cost? So if they're covering the cost, they're making additional money in fee income as well. Customers will start feeling that the relationship is one-sided. And if people start believing banks are using market power to extract more from them, then trust in the financial system ultimately weakens.
In other news, Minister of Culture and Community Development, Michelle Benjamin, is calling on Trinidad and Tobago to embrace its rich musical identity as Napa Jazz Fusion 2026 takes center stage. Speaking at the official launch, the minister highlighted the importance of cultural evolution, investment, and national pride, as the event promises a dynamic fusion of Caribbean sounds and world-class performances. The showcase will feature leading local and national orchestras alongside top artists, celebrating the evolution of Caribbean jazz.
Culture must evolve, and that is the mandate I give to all my boards. Our institutions must evolve. and more importantly so, the ways in which we engage audiences, communicate value, and create memorable cultural experiences must also evolve. We are curating experiences, and sometimes we forget this. As such, the Jazz Fusion 2026 represents exactly that. This year's theme, the evolution of Caribbean jazz, is especially fitting.
Minister Benjamin says Trinidad and Tobago's identity is rooted in cultural fusion, shaped by a rich blend of musical and artistic traditions.
Here in Trinidad and Tobago, we understand fusion, perhaps better than most. We are a nation shaped by many influences, many sounds and many traditions, from calypso and soca to steel pan, gospel, parang, and we have soca calypso, Tassa. Our identity has always been rooted in blending of cultures into something unique, our own. Whatever we touch, we have the ability to make it our own. That is unique to Trinidad and Tobago.
And TTT Limited is the title media partner for the event. In some sport now, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force seized the advantage in their West Indies Championship playoff, posting 333 all out before reducing Barbados' pride to 262 for 9 at stumps. After winning the toss and electing to bat, Red Force relied on a patient 93 from Cephas Cooper, while a steady 70 from Captain Joshua Da Silva and contributions from Terrence Hines and Amir Jangu. In reply, Barbados faltered early, losing skipper Craig Brathwaite for a duck, while Joshua Bishop remained unbeaten on 79. However, wickets continued to tumble, with Anderson Phillips starring for Red Force with 4-4-51. Barbados closed the day still 71 runs behind with just 1 wicket in hand, leaving Red Force firmly in control heading into the next session. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From all of us here, have a good day.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
The Cabinet has approved the increase in the permissible age of importation of foreign-use right-hand drive private cars, that's sports utilities, SUVs, sedans, and station wagons powered by gasoline, dieseline, or compressed natural gas, CNG, from 3 years to under 8 years and under from the date of manufacture.
Music. Culture.
As Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has announced recently with our revitalization master plan, we are open for business. And a key area, a key focus of that master plan is, of course, the energy sector and the energy hub. And we will be open for business, not only for Nutrien, but for all other players that wish to discuss their investment portfolio with us.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
Strengthening energy infrastructure remains a national priority as the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission, or TNTEC, continues to enhance grid reliability and efficiency. Over the past year, major upgrade works were completed along key transmission corridors, including the Pinto Road and Southeast Ring networks, improving system capacity and resilience. TNTEC also completed significant upgrades at the Cove Power Station in Tobago, reinforcing energy security for the island. In addition to infrastructure works, the Commission supported 54 NGO schools and community organizations through corporate social responsibility initiatives ranging from youth programs to educational outreach and volunteerism. These efforts contribute not only to improved service delivery, but also to national development, operational efficiency, and environmental responsibility as the Commission continues to work toward a more reliable and sustainable energy future for all citizens.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues and the stories that matter most to you, this is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
Your afternoons just got louder on Talk City 91.1 FM. From the headlines everybody's discussing to the conversations shaping the country, Heavy Duty and David Welch are taking you under the radar. Straight talk, strong opinions, the conversations that matter. Now in its brand new drive time slot, weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Politics, current affairs, trending topics, and the stories everybody's talking about. All in one place, under the radar, with Heavy Duty and David Welch. Weekdays 3 to 6, only on Talk City 91.1 FM. When the headlines settle, when the noise dies down, there's only one place to wrap up the day. Introducing The Wrap Up, the final live talk show of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Join Kingsley and Obi as they break down the biggest stories, hottest topics, viral moments, and the conversations Trinidad and Tobago can't stop talking about. Sharp opinions, real perspectives, interactive discussion. Before your day ends, wrap it up with Kingsley and Obi on The Wrap Up. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to The Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back. Time check, it's 10 minutes past your of 8 o'clock. We're past 8 o'clock and you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. And that drop is a drop I will continue to play until the refinery is up and running. The people of South, Train Line, Marabella, Faizabad, Point 14, Labre, they must never forget the political party that put them in the doghouse by making that stupid move of closing on Petrotrin and closing that refinery. What a dumb move. So you'll always be constantly reminded.
What kind of move?
A dumb move, boy. All the forex, right? If we can't get US and all kind of thing. So the people have to remember that is what you feel CNC 3 and continue to try to remind people, hey, UNC ain't good for the country. Because why? There is it under the PNM. That 1% media, there's it hefty. They don't profit, they don't make money. So we expect them under the UNC government, they wouldn't want them there. Because they're not making the money that they will normally make. Understand? So the narrative will always segregate that this government and paying the PNM good. It is what it is. So I ain't no different. 31% media are keeping on reminding the people of this. They had to remember this, man. They had to remember this. Who vex, lost. Take it in your preference.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
You know, Andy.
Oh boy.
Andy.
Oh boy.
That could have been the biggest lie that I ever heard in my life, you know.
Not good, boy. That was
That
deep.
worse than a horn, you know.
Yeah, boy. That was a
That worse than your wife telling you she love you and she don't love you, you know.
Yeah, boy. That was a dread one because it mashed up the economy. It was one of the biggest mistakes our government will make. All the professionals and them mentioned, don't close it down, don't close it down. They just say reform it. So meaning cut staff. Do what they do, but don't do that. Them going against the grain are all professionals.
And why one has to accept that it was an orchestrated, calculated deception or lie, to be brutal, is the fact that there were about 3 different reasons coming out of it. One, it was a 8-point-something billion bullet payment that had to be paid. When that didn't suffice, they come with they are importing over 100,000 barrels of oil, and on each one you're losing $7 to $10 US. Yeah, all of that. And then the third one would have been very, very, very calculated and very, very poignant. The last one was that the government decided to get out of the oil refining business. And there are so many other countries that would have had oil refining capacity that have discontinued with that. Somehow trying to make us believe that they were concerned about global warming and, of course, the greenhouse effect, and the world is going towards renewable. But yet still you're saying at the same time, you're going and drill and extract as much oil as possible. In addition to that, you had, of course, the Minister of Finance then, when they were ready to sell the oil refinery, he then said, listen, in spite of all of the expenditure and the 100,000 barrels of oil that was coming in that had to furnish that oil refinery, at the end of the day, that oil refinery was a net earner of foreign exchange.
Wow.
Next owner of foreign exchange. So come on. So it was a deliberate, orchestrated lie, and all of those pillars that would have supported it. And therefore, it is the most egregious act and sin on the people of Trinidad and Tobago that they need to be reminded of on a daily basis. Well done, Andy.
You know, the more I understand how much this hurt us, I'm getting scared.
Yeah.
I'm getting worried.
And you have people telling me up to yesterday, but this government has to, they may have some challenge in getting back in office. So the question to me is, who you going to put? You know, they say not me and the PNM. Not me and the PNM. But who you going to put? Not me and the PNM, but you know, because it's emotion. You see, the present circumstances one. But I'm sure that, as we said, all of the indicators are that the economy will expand and that full employment will eventually be the order of the day, and those mega projects and not so mega projects and investments both locally and regionally and internationally will come into the country, and Trinidad and Tobago will be a much, much better place. We have to, of course, address the question of crime and criminality, no doubt, and that is something that I would want to personally be part and parcel of, because I know that where it matters, those people can be transformed and they can, of course, play their part for national development.
Oh,
we have
we have the word of the day.
Oh, we either have a call or the word of the day. People, of course, at that time has been reached.
We done already have one here for the word of the day. Go ahead.
Okay.
A pleasant good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
You had me on hold just now and you cut me off.
Yeah. I had just to take a very, very important call, and I would have called you back while Lennox was debating that issue there that he was on there. But the whole Petrotrin issue. So
I'll be sending you my,
coming from the office self.
Okay. You excuse this time, but I'm going to be sending you my bill in future, okay?
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Yes, beside bro.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. We're hearing you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Loud and clear.
Yeah,
what's happening here, Andy?
Andy.
Yes.
We're hearing you.
Yeah, we hearing you loud and clear, Miss Ann Brown.
Like she's not hearing.
Hello.
If you can.
Hello.
Wow. Something is wrong. Something's wrong on her side.
Okay, I think we lost her there.
We lost her? All right, Ms. Anbong, if you are listening, we were having some communication issues, so if you could call back, we were hearing you saying hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Ms. Anbong.
Okay.
You hearing me now?
Anbong?
The word of today,
yes.
It's odious.
Odious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, odious, harsh, difficult, odious situation. I will go with that as the meaning.
Okay, it's hatred or repugnant.
Hatred.
It's an
Repugnant,
adjective.
Yes.
And I can use it in a sentence for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
An odious and unforgivable insult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
And
Yes,
I have a question for Director Snipes.
Yeah.
Director Snipes, didn't any one of our contestants won the Mother's Day promotion you were promoting?
I believe it would have been announced on a previous show. I would get the winner for you, and I would announce it as well.
I would appreciate you to treat us nice on this, and at least let us know who won the Mother's Day.
Okay, no problem. Will do.
And Andy, I asked you to put a face to the voice. What happened?
Oh, well, he can let you see him there. Nigel Snipes, let us see you if it is you believe that you're in a condition for you to see you. Because you're looking sharp.
He have to be close to Lennox for me to see him because I'm on my other phone.
Always in a condition. Are you seeing your screen right now?
No, if you're next to Lennox, I would be able to see you from the position I'm in.
Right, but you see Lennox?
Yeah, but I'm not seeing him.
All right, well, he could switch on to him.
Can you see me now?
Right, look like Nigel Snipes. You seen him?
I know I'm not seeing
him.
him.
If you won't be seeing Lennox again, you'll be seeing him.
He replaced me momentarily.
It's not coming up on my feed. Anyhow, hopefully when you go to Tobago, I'll be able to see you tomorrow.
He is not in Tobago.
Oh boy! Well, all right. So,
but sometime in the future.
oh right, yes, I can see him now.
What did we change back to? So that's all right.
Yes, I can see it. Okay, thank you very much. Nice voice, nice voice. All right, Andy. Have a blessed day, gentlemen.
You like the Pedro voice. You like that.
All right, so her word was odious.
No, Andy, don't go there, Andy. Don't go there.
All right, I'm so sorry.
You know you'll always be number one.
Right,
don't go there, Andy.
Yeah, but you make me feel my voice husky when you're saying nice voice, good one. What my voice and go to or what?
Andy, you don't make too much trouble. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh,
right, so odious, of course, abominable, nasty, whatever. What's this? Somebody is here? Oh, sorry about that.
Go ahead, next call on my side. What's your word for today?
Yeah.
The word for today is capiche. Capiche. What's the meaning of capiche?
Lennox, you got that, yeah? You got that, partner.
That's for you. If you are the capiche
for
the day,
any man for?
Is a local expression also. Yeah.
What's the
Andy, what's the capiche?
Partner, use the big word, man. It's you and you gotta go head on.
Whatever said, a premonition, perception is a prediction. Capiche, yes.
Well, Lennox, you all have basically bastardized the people's word. Capiche is an Italian expression meaning you dig, you understand, and you all turn that into what you all want to say is caprice. A caprice. A caprice is a whim based on some, esoteric thought. So
are you saying in Trinidad we don't have a term called capiche and a meaning for it? That way saying? Come on.
I'm not understanding what you're saying. Capiche is
I'm
a really
saying
Italian
if
word.
we do not have an expression called capiche, in Trinidad.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But
It
you all
is,
are
it is a local balance, obviously.
what you all have done is
That's-
corrupted the word caprice into capiche. But it was
Well, whether it's so or not, that is an expression that people go and tell anybody out there, caprice, and hear what they would say. Hear what they would say. Capiche. That is what we say. All right. Of course. But thank you very much for the pedantic intervention. All right. Thanks very much for the pedantic intervention. All right, my friend?
Yay! 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 Today I'm supporting Lennox Smith. Yay! 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 He got some licks today.
Capiche.
No, but you can't go and tell nobody that word when he said it. So we go and tell somebody when he said
yeah.
capiche.
I was going to tell my fellow Trinbagonian, Capri. Yeah, something of that nature, and then he will understand. He or she will
them
understand.
going to ask you, but they're not what stupid is it talking about? Where's Capi? Capi?
That's right.
Let's Capi, boy.
The caller also has a point, and we can't skip over what he said.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying thank for the pedantic intervention,
Yes,
meaning
yes,
that
yes,
it's an intellectual discourse, right? In terms of the origin, the we used that word the last time, and I had it mixed up with the etymology of it, the origin of it. He's referring to, but of course we have corrupted it as a society, and we many other words, and we say capiche, and that is understood. It is a word in the local context. All right, okay. Let me give you my word. My word of the day is, of course, penultimate. 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 It simply means the day before, right? The time before. Ultimate. So the penultimate. All right. So today's program is the penultimate one before tomorrow's Tobago's program. The day before. All right, so we got that. And I take note of the caller who said that since school, one group or one starting of classes begins at 8, another one 8:30. Maybe we can look at maybe something to 8 to do the minutes to 8 doing the word of the day.
I think we should.
I'm just saying, as a team, we will look at it.
Do that. Yeah, I think we should be
because what we will capture, according to him, is only those who, and for a short moment, those who are going to school for 8:30, and not the 8 o'clock ones, which are the secondary ones. So he's correct. I take note. All right, we go for the break, or we take.
You give your word. You didn't give your word.
Yeah, I gave my word, penultimate.
Oh, penultimate.
Penultimate.
Right,
yeah,
and
penultimate.
what's penultimate?
The day before. The day before. So today is the penultimate day before we go to Tobago.
Okay.
The day before. Yeah,
Okay.
penultimate.
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 Right, penultimate. Oh boy, but let me still say thanks to our dear friend that called and gave us the proper pronunciation of the word capiche, because we already know it as
No, what he did is give us the origin of the word.
The origin of the word. And the origin of the word is what? Capel? It's capel?
And I have no doubt, I have not researched it, so I want to confess that, but I'm saying that I have no doubt in my mind that it would have been derived from some Italian expression. Yes, I agree. It just is something like.
And what was the pronunciation of the word that he gave us?
Capri.
Capri. Okay, Capri. Yeah. All right. So we moved the people
and,
word Capri.
And he gave another one too. Capiche as well. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks so much, brother, for correcting us. But
Thank you. I don't feel that we have rejected you or anything like that. I want you to keep giving us your intervention. I think it adds variety, and of course it expands our ability to recognize and to express ourselves as the intention of this segment is designed for.
Not only that, you see people who just pronounce words properly. He have a big fan base. he have a big fan base. The fan base out there that find Lennox Smith used to be using too much big words and wouldn't use some small words. And he come in there now challenging Lennox with the big words and letting Lennox know, hey, you pronounce that, but what's me? People in the glory.
You know, as a matter of fact, in broadcasting, we have announcers and we have pronunciators, and those are the people that really give you the proper pronunciation of words. We have sometimes I myself have to call, like Stanley Augustus, our manager. He's a pronunciator. He can see a word from any culture and give you the proper pronunciation of it. So sometimes I myself have to call him when I encounter.
And you hit the nail on the head there. Culture. You see, because culture, you have a particular song that you grow with. You're born into a family that is part of a society that in fact has its own values and systems, and especially where the spoken word is concerned. And therefore you need people like that who can, of course, make the correction, make the adjustments. Well, listen, next time if you're in another place, you have to say this and so on. So don't go Grenada and say box. You have to say box.
Right, and I don't know this person name. It's very, very long. It's NFP. NFP S Rocket. They just keep saying, Lennox, you're wrong. Lennox, you're wrong. That is all they just so you know that is some kind of fanatic for proper pronunciation. That person just keeps saying, Lennox, you're wrong.
Yeah, but you see, if you go to any university now, especially in the English-speaking, the Western world, that's how they drop it. The people come to school. When I was at training college, they would tell you that children come with their own language, meaning that variation of English or the dialect. And I would say to myself, well, so wait now. So if I have 24 children in a class, I have to learn every single variation that they would. Because if you go to Togo, there is a variation of the Tobagonian twang there, you know.
Yeah.
If you go to Togo, and that's because of the proximity. Yeah. Because at one time they regularly would travel to and from that part, the closest point to Tobago, and therefore they were exchanging and so on. And some of them will be on land in Togo and then come down to Port of Spain and pick up another accent again, and then of course that is fused together, and you have a different expression altogether. So all of that is part and parcel of the process. But the important thing here is communication. Once you understand what the person says, the deliverer versus, of course, the receiver, then of course the function of at least the spoken word would have been realized. All right. So we go for the break.
Morning, let me correct here. The PNM government didn't close down Petrochin. They renamed Petrochin to Paria. What they closed down is the refinery, and that's what they should have never shut down in the first place. That refinery.
No, but still, it's a twofold, you know. They closed down Petrochin. All right, what do you name Petrochin? They closed down Petrochin, and they opened for various companies to represent Petrochin, Heritage and this one and that one. But they did close down Petrochin. And they closed down the refinery. I wrong.
Even though they were saying that they will not do it.
Yeah. Lennox.
Yeah.
Lennox, you're right. Lennox, you're right. Because hello, you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, loud and clear, yes.
Yeah, you're right. When my nieces and them in Boston go to Trinidad, they cannot understand half the time when their cousin talking to them because the twang, the dialect.
That's it.
They have problems. My godchild has
socialization process. Yeah.
Although the both parents are Trinidadian, they have problems. My son will go to Trinidad and have fun with all his cousins, and he will understand everything because I try to speak the language both ways.
Right.
So you can understand the American pronunciation and the Trini. Yeah. But anyhow, I called and make one note. The guy called and said that I just mislead people. I do not mislead people. I never mislead nobody. He needs to get his facts straight, and I don't think he went to school. He went back to school. The only president I know balance the budget and put plus money in the budget is Bill Clinton. Nobody else. So when he said there's no president, he don't know what he's talking about. And I'll say one more thing. If you are a captain, going up for a captain of a team, and you want to be the captain, and you have 10 people voting to give you the captaincy, and 6 are your friend, you will always win it. You will get the captaincy. So what he's talking about with the Senate, when you have a majority in the Senate, this guy is a clown. When you have a majority in the Senate, no matter who you announce, you pronounce, or you are nominated, whatever, you're going to get the vote. You're going to win. Right?
Yeah,
He said,
nobody expects you to work with somebody who you don't like or you have not.
Exactly.
It's just as here, no prime minister will select someone that he or she cannot work with.
That's the point. So this guy, he said, I don't mislead. I never mislead nobody. I tell you the truth. So this guy who called and tried to put, I hate to go against the 20 people here, but this guy is a clown. Let me tell you something. The Senate, yes, they is appoint the cabinet, but you put people who will be appointed because you have the majority anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
you're going to get through anyhow. So Lennox and Mikey and everybody, this guy what he called, he's talking. I know he's from New York, right? That's New York education.
Yeah, thank you. Caller, go ahead. Next call on my side here. Go ahead.
When you had when Obama was in president, he had a high court, not high court, the Supreme Court.
Hold on,
to put in there when the guy died, and the majority in the Senate was the Republican, and they would not take it up.
All right.
They would wait till Donald Trump win the election, but they waited till Donald Trump, and then he won, and he want to put in his man, his person, his people.
We so
this guy told Donald Trump to announce and appoint, and he don't do. Boy, I feel so sorry for that fella.
Nice. We got the point. Next call on the side. Go ahead, caller.
Give him a soft landing,
I know, and you try to call the man, and the man will not stop talking.
Yeah.
You try to explain to the guy, and he tell me, I don't mislead.
All right, thanks, Snipes, on that side. Thanks so much. We get the point. Nice. Go ahead, call on this side.
Yeah, Andy. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Snipes. Andy, I want to find out, so we talk about refinery, whatever go on with the bid, the OWTU was this 50 million US or something, so they wanted to go and check if the refinery could open. Yeah, anything about that after?
Lennox Smith.
There was a 50 million what's called a survey that was financed by the OWTU. I don't know what has happened with the report, if there was one, but I think that is where that is. Whilst the government has said they have nothing to do with that, they are looking to resuscitate the oil refinery, but they are looking at other angles. I think they would have spoken to the Indians. I'm sure they're speaking to the Americans as well.
All right, no problem. I just wanted to find out what's going on there.
Yeah.
Oh, and I see the OPR, the next contract again. Next
$100 million, something that is in fact in train and operating, but it has not closed it down. They have not said to close it down, but they are investigating because of the alarm raised by the opposition. I think in this case would have been Camille Robinson Regis, a former minister of housing. We go for the break.
Yeah.
All right.
We go for the break. All right, thank you very much. We go for the break, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Trinidad! Are you ready? So Trinidad! Are you ready now? By public demand, coming to Sapa, laugh till your belly bust part 2. This is the anchor! In partnership with Talk City 91.1 FM and TTT Limited. Sunday, 17th May, showtime, 6 p.m. sharp. Come see Victor St. Louis Pell and all his funny friends.
I tell a man the other day, I say, I is the smartest man in the world. He said, how so? I say, ask me any question and I could answer it. He said, how much seconds in a year? I said, 12 seconds. He said, how? I said, January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd.
Get a superstar.
Hey, one of my neighbor girl horn him. The man run and
drink poison, boy, he are dead. You know why? He drink it in the living room.
Louis Spiderman Antoine, Andrew Friday, The Saint, and we are honoring Tommy Joseph, one of Caribbean's top comedian. Added to the cast, Damian Melville, and Paniska is back. Don't miss it. Laugh till your belly busts, part 2. Get your tickets now. General tickets are priced at $200, VIP $350, and Legend Sports Bar, 22 Agar Road, Point Fortin. Senga's Restaurant, number 65, High Street, Saparia, opposite Massey Stores. Deb's Barbershop, Cookier, Pies Bar, Maraval Road, Joanne's Bar, Los Charros, and IslandEtickets.com. It's happening on the 17th of May at 6 p.m. sharp. For more information, call 358-5001. Love till your belly busts.
This Mother's Day, give Mom something she'll truly appreciate every single day. Right now at Bright Ideas, we're bringing you massive deals across all locations. TVs from just $9.99. Twin-tub washers from $13.99. In the kitchen, fridges from $42.99 and stoves from just $16.99. Coffee makers from $125. Kettles from just $99. Blackout curtains, 2 for $100. Towels, 4 for $100. Bed sheets from $50. Glass sets as low as $22.99. And much more. Up to 50% off on all the flowers Mom will love. Don't wait till last minute. Come through and save. If it's not on special, it's 25% off. Lighting fixtures, bedding, mats, carpets, dinnerware, tableware, and much more. You're guaranteed to save. Visit any of our Bright Ideas locations nationwide today because Mom deserves more.
When the headlines settle, when the noise dies down, there's only one place to wrap up the day. Introducing The Wrap Up, the final live talk show of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Join Kingsley and Obi as they break down the biggest stories, hottest topics, viral moments, and the conversations Trinidad and Tobago can't stop talking about. Sharp opinions, real perspectives, interactive discussion. Before your day ends, wrap it up with Kingsley and Obi on The Wrap Up. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Your afternoons just got louder on Talk City 91.1 FM. From the headlines everybody's discussing to the conversations shaping the country, Heavy Duty and David Welch are taking you under the radar. Straight talk, strong opinions, the conversations that matter. Now in its brand new drive time slot. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Politics, current affairs, trending topics, and the stories everybody's talking about. All in one place, under the radar, with Heavy Duty and David Welch. Weekdays 3 to 6, only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This Wednesday, May 13, Talk City 91.1 FM goes live from Tobago from 6 a.m. straight to 12 noon. We're taking you out of the studio and onto the Sister Isle, broadcasting from the beautiful Cocoa Reef Hotel. Start your morning with the Ground Report, featuring Lennox Smith, Andy Williams, and Nigel Snipes, bringing you real talk, real issues, and real voices from Tobago. Then from 9 a.m., it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, unfiltered, in-depth, and right where the action is. We'll be speaking with key decision makers and influencers shaping Tobago's future. Tourism, business development, and the real issues affecting Tobago all front and center. Live, direct, unfiltered. Don't miss it. Talk City 91.1 FM live from Tobago. This Wednesday, May 13, from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Talk that matters, where it matters. Being brought to you in part by Cocoa Reef Resort and Spa, Tobago.
Hey guys, need data on the go? Get a preloaded SIM card for as low as $40 available at any store where you see the Digicel sign on the outside. Spot the Digicel sign, get a new preloaded data and more. Win up to $750 weekly in cash. Digicel customers can text the word SPIN to 8181. That's SPIN to 8181 to enter. Enter now for your chance to win cash weekly.
This is Destra, and you're listening to The Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Andy, morning, Lennox, Snipes. The gentleman concerning the play with thing with his children going to school. Very good point. All you all have to do is change the timing when you all having that. Have it at the 8:45, the last 15 minutes. Or even closer. Because around that time, 9 o'clock, those children are supposed to be already in school. So have it around that time instead of eliminating it steady. Because Amita says you all always say the program is for everyone. You know? So have it closer to the 9 o'clock hour. That's all. Just adjust the timing. And not to add much in that. Thank you.
Andy here, turning the ground report into the Jerry Stringer show with calls from that guy who called with so much verbal diarrhea saying that I'm not in charge of Delcy and what's going on in Venezuela. I want him and others to know elections will be called in Venezuela soon. So stay tuned for it. Anyway, Andy, have yourself a great day, my friend. And let's all try and be safe out there today, people.
Morning to the Ground Report. Morning to Mighty K, Pitbull, Lennox Smith, and the Mr. Snipes himself, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning. You know, I want to say something. This was a hurting thing, right? Friday I go on in front Parliament. Every so often I just go sometime to see about something. I saw that it have two organizations. One of the a union was there. They wanted to see Mr. They sent in a message from Mr. Leroy Baptiste that he is the minister. The powers is in his hands, and they're asking him to act within a due course, right? Then it have the other organization, which is the activists for the cannabis organization, asking for the Honorable Prime Minister to. I know that the Honorable Prime Minister said in the manifesto for the coalition that they will bring in this reinforcing the cannabis laws, like one person could do cultivating in a big way in greenhouse and so on, and they will even have a license where we could export this thing. So I tell the activists, I tell her, say, the Honorable Prime Minister always keep to her word. If she said that what is coming on stream, that will come in stream in due course. However, multiple times I saw this activist, a very known activist, Lennox Smith, know that activist. He has worked very hard in the ground, not only in one constituency, multiple constituency. And apparently all he asking for is a job. He have a little child, right, with a girl. He even living probably in an AGC house, because I think he have an AGC home. But he's looking to get a job, and he's asking MPs to do something for him, right? It hurt him to see that the fella, he is crying also, right? And this is not right. I asked him for somebody in authority. They know who this gentleman is, because he even calling them on their phone, and he feeling very disenchanted while they are not answering his phone. I mean, come the man, only do something for this fella, right? And give him a little end, let him get a little bread and butter. And before I go, it's going in 7 weeks. 7 weeks, the daily paid workers in the Ministry of Works is not being, they're not getting the salary. That is the new set of daily paid workers. 7 weeks. Something have to be done with that.
Nobody again, you know, gun talk is a hell of a thing. When you think your side big and bad, you like to throw a lot of gun talk. When you realize I get the smackdown, you say, oh gosh, the next side bad and wicked. But you don't mind your side being bad and wicked, eh? Right? In your gun talk. But when they get the good old backhand, the Americans bad. You walk into a country, put a man in your back pocket, walk back out, didn't lose a single man. And you still can't understand that, you know, well, maybe your gun talk or your guns and your talk ain't really matching up too much. And the thing is, again, in Iran, I say this again, That country is held under hostage. It has since 1979. The vast majority of the Iranian people want to be free of the mullahs. And what is happening now is going to eventually lead to that. Okay? Same thing with Venezuela. The Venezuelan people, and you see, the old Trump is regime change. Okay? Regime change is not bad if the people want it. You all seem to think that these countries are whoever say they lead in it. So if somebody takes control violently of a country, that person is the country. Right? No, it's not. It's the people. And the people of Venezuela will demonstrate that just now. Right? It will be a landslide. And the people of Iran will do the same thing. That's what's going on right now. Eventually, those people are going to raise up again and take back their country. And for those who want the status quo to remain, because you like them, you like the leadership of those countries, because you have some authoritarian way of thinking, well, I guess you'll just have to continue with your gun talk.
Morning, Andy. A late, man. On pressure over here, man. Pressure. Real pressure, boy. With them DOT and them trucking, we have inspection, all kind of thing going on today for 3 days on the trucks and them. Listen, Andy, I listen a little piece of you over here. Listen, Andy is a good reminder. This is a positive reminder of the people why Petrotrain is closed down. This is not a bad, this is a good reminder to remind people what PNM do to this country, to put them under the bridge. Okay? To throw them under the bridge. Right? And let all the people out of a job. Okay? All right? My family worked for years, but from Tisoro going back, my brother and them, my father worked. Right? And this was the crown jewel of Trinidad and Tobago, and Raleigh mash it up. The PNM government mash it up. Anything they put their hand on, they mash it up. That's a reminder. All right? We never had problem, but now we have problem. Why? All right then. Have a nice day.
Good morning, Andy and Lennox. Let me ask you all something. Who really is running this country? Is it the Prime Minister or somebody else? Because we are not seeing her. She hasn't spoken to us for over a year now. And based on how things are, the country is just an autopilot. The country not looking good, you know. Because just recently, the government was saying that they had to fire 13,000 CPEP workers and close down the company because there was 8,000 plus ghosts. But I want to say that the PM and several of the government ministers are also ghosts, and they getting their pay. They never one day took a pay cut, they never gave up their perks, and they're still collecting pay. So why are we stifling the poor man, right, out of a 3,000 something salary, who working CPEP, right, because of ghosts? But yet now we have government officials that are in our faces, and still they're not working. We don't see them. When the media come to ask them questions, they're running away. And furthermore, we have no gas to get from Venezuela, you know. You realize they'll see bypassing us straight, and Trump not helping us. Trump just bring a set of military apparatus in Tobago and Piaco to get Maduro, and when mission extraction was complete, he take up his things and gone. The area was a gift to Tobago and taken back. And right now, he don't want to see us. He want to make Venezuela the 51st state of the United States. And I warn you all repeatedly, I say stay away from that man. The government didn't take me on, and you have no gas to get from Venezuela. And the country's in a mess. I was listening to a program on social media with all the activists. They have one, I won't call the name of the program, but I like listening to that program because some of those activists voted for the UNC and they voted for the UNC. And when they see the horrendous style of governance, they converted over to the PNM, and they are saying that the government is not working and all they're doing is just blaming the PNM. Even Lennox Smith too blames the PNM. Everything is the PNM, the PNM, the PNM, the PNM. And you see, that man called Philip, right? As well as see on social media, they call him all sorts of names. They call him the Tomahawk missile, all kind of thing. He will blow up the UNC so bad and damage our party. And when it having a next general election, there will be no coalition with the PEP. Keep him there, don't move him. He will rip the UNC to pieces. And when the media asking all your questions, why are you all not answering? I see the media having a field day at destroying the UNC. Both me and
Good morning again, Tobago and radio in the chat. Hey, the guy will say kapich. Kapich means to understand. And you're talking to a person and he said, kapich? That means if you understand what you say. All right? So that's a local slang. All right? I've been doing that for a long time, so I know. Kapich means it's a local slang if you understand. All right? Andy, right?
Morning, nobody here. So the debate you'll have with the chap about the US system and the president selecting his cabinet, that is true, of course. But you have to remember two things. One, that system is not one system, it's two. It's a federal system and a state system. And each state has its own separation of powers, right? I think that's what the chap was angling at, right? But as far as the cabinet, the federal cabinet, yes, the president has a lot of influence over that. However, in the current situation, where in both parties, the Republicans and the Democrats, there's a civil war going on. Within the Republican Party, you have the rhinos versus MAGA. And within the Democrats, you have the traditional Democrats, and you have the more liberal ones, right, the progressives. So there's a civil war. So even if you have in the Senate, the numbers say 50-50, Republican versus Democrat. The reality is they're not united, right? There are rhino Republicans who would, actually work against Trump, right? And that's what they're banking on. And I think they're banking on that too. And this is part of the political game regarding the midterms. That's why the Senate has been dragging their feet in appointing. Look at it over here. And Trump don't have certain appointees that he wanted for his federal appointments. It's because they're hoping that the Senate flips, becomes more leaning stronger to the Democrat side, so that they could further resist him, right? But on the state level, you have to understand that the guy was completely right, because when it comes to things like attorney generals and judges and all this kind of thing, you can get within states judges who are political, fully political. They're using their office to conduct politics, and attorney generals and that kind of thing. Because remember, it's about 5 cases they brought against Trump before he became president again, where they all turned out to be nonsense about he interfered with a woman, and he had classified documents, and all manner of things they brought using the state apparatus to bring cases against him. So don't underestimate the state's power, the individual states. But on the federal side, yes, the president is heavily, he has a heavy bias, but not as strong as you would think. Our system is nothing like theirs. Don't make that comparison at all. There's no separation of powers in Trinidad at all.
Oh boy. Hey, Snipes, let's go for that last break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. We'll be back.
This Wednesday, May 13, Talk City 91.1 FM goes live from Tobago from 6 a.m. straight to 12 noon. We're taking you out of the studio and onto the Sister Isle, broadcasting from the beautiful Cocoa Reef Hotel. Start your morning with the Ground Report, featuring Lennox Smith, Andy Williams, and Nigel Snipes, bringing you real talk, real issues, and real voices from Tobago. Then from 9 a.m., it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X. Unfiltered, in-depth, and right where the action is. We'll be speaking with key decision makers and influencers shaping Tobago's future. Tourism, business development, and the real issues affecting Tobago all front and center. Live, direct, unfiltered. Don't miss it. Talk City 91.1 FM live from Tobago. This Wednesday, May 13, from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Talk that matters, where it matters. Being brought to you in part by Cocoa Reef Resort and Spa, Tobago.
On Sunday, July 5th, the action moves to Ballpark Macoya as Experience 496 Gym presents the Experience 496 Championships. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 15 teams will step onto the field, each one fighting for pride, bragging rights, and a chance to be crowned champions. Expect speed, skill, big tackles, big goals, and the kind of football energy that brings a community together. Whether you're coming to support your team, enjoy the competition, or bring the kids out for a fun day, this is one event you don't want to miss. The Experience 496 Championships is more than just a football tournament. It's a full day of sports, family, entertainment, and community vibes. Powered by Experience 496 Gym.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Hey, time check, it's 1 minute, yes, 1 minute to the hour 2. 9 o'clock. And you listen to the Gong Report. Well, obviously, no corridor transformation tonight. No. And it's not because he go and flex out and broke foot dance, bacchanal, stupid dance, kind of matrix thing. Nah. His commitment is with Tobago. Yeah. But you may have corridor transmission on Wednesday night, okay? All right. So Tobago, look out for us. And to each and every one of you, yes, we will be broadcasting the program, both morning programs live on Talk City from Tobago, Cocoa Reef Resort. Okay? You're going to choose anywhere else or any other program to listen to. You'll choose the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Coming up next, off the record, Mr. X, Stefan, right after to those switch at Dial at all. On behalf of the Ground Report team, I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of radio. And a real bad. Yeah, bad.
And I see some people try just to end, some people try to separate cocoa from reef and then involving me. I said that I used to share cocoa when I was younger. So don't expect the cocoa reef that we are going to be spoiled as a consequence of that. Otherwise, I'll be in a state of reminiscence.
No, but quick. You know, some cocoa tree will even being good. It is a small cocoa and big cocoa. Which one of the cocoas you used to share? The big ones or the small ones?
Both.
We are out of here.
Out of here. That's right.
Bang, 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 bang.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic antique and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music.